super bad at this. I'm like really terrible at this. Okay, doesn't matter. We've deleted footage. Doesn't matter. All right. Let me just wait for people to get in here, so that I can start this freaking stream. Oh man. Oh well, we're off to a rocky start, I guess. I don't know. Hopefully my connection's fine, so then I can like start watching this thing. Oh man. Because I don't want to have like a bad connection when I'm like watching this stream. I mean, not stream, the video. I should drink some water, actually. Yo, what is up, Night Shadow? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, man. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for more people to come in. I'm just gonna wait for people to come in. Jameson? What kind of name is that? Oh, man. I'm just gonna wait for people to come in, see if anybody else can join. I think you said my name wrong. Who else will come? I don't know. I don't know. Some people wanted to come to the stream, not just you. Okay. I hope I'm not like lagging. If I'm lagging, I'm gonna like break something. Cause I don't want my stream to start lagging out of nowhere. That would be really bad. Okay, let me just like let me do something real quick. What's it gonna do? I was gonna do this, do this, do this, do this, and then do this. Hopefully that does something, or because I'm not sure if it's gonna lag my stream a lot. Do you have a sibling? Okay, guess how much siblings I have. Take a guess. I'll let you have a guess. Okay, what if I do this? If I put it like there, or what do I hear? Hopefully that fixes it. I have one, two, one. Yeah, I have two siblings. I have two siblings. God damn it. This stream better not be lagging, I swear. Please don't spam Night Shadow. Please don't spam, man. Make some space for other people to talk, please. Okay, come on, come on, come on. I just hope this stream isn't lagging. If it's lagging, I'm gonna be really sad about it. Oh my god, dude. That's where I hate laggy streams, dude. Please don't lag. Yo, what is up, Mad Codes? What is up? What is up? What's up? Welcome. Welcome, 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 welcome. Okay, two people. We're just waiting for more people. We're just waiting for more people, honestly. We're just waiting for more people to come. That's really all we're doing. Now I'm testing my connection so then I can start watching this video. But looks like I'm having trouble, dude. Keeps lagging repeatedly, man. Oh well. I don't know what to do. Put music on? Oh, bet. Hold on. I gotcha. I gotcha. I gotcha. Where's my playlist at? Oh, let me find my playlist. There we go. There's some music. Can my stream not lag, please? Please, 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 please don't lag. I appreciate if my stream didn't lag. I have one sibling. Oh, that's tough, man. Okay, I'm just waiting. I'm really just waiting for more people to show up. I'm just waiting for people to show up so that I can react to this goddamn like dream video. I'll start the video in like 5 minutes. I'll start the video in like 5 minutes. Oh yeah, Mad Codes, by the way. Are you subscribed or are you just like a new viewer or something? Okay, I think my connection is pretty okay right now. That's why I'm hoping it is. And then I can start this video soon. Just do auto. Yeah, we'll just do auto. Doesn't matter. We'll wait 3 more minutes. We'll wait 3 more minutes. We'll wait 3 more minutes. I don't even know who you are. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Wait, how did you find my live stream? How did you find my live stream? Like, how did you find it? I want to know. I'm interested. How did you find this live stream? Cause like I feel like mostly like only like a few people like only like actual like my loyal subscribers actually join these live streams nowadays. I searched up the dream vid. Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that information. If you think I am 7, I am not 7. I am 11. Oh, cool. That's cool to know. I appreciate that. I appreciate you being honest with me. Okay, come on, please. Okay, we'll just wait for... I had to scroll down kind of far, like 10 vids still. Ah, okay. I mean, I guess that just like tells me like you eventually like found my like live stream, so I guess that's like good news for me in a way. So I'm not really like, I'm actually kind of glad. I'm kind of glad. It means like I'm being recommended, I guess. That's pretty cool. I hate Wi-Fi. I really do hate Wi-Fi. Hello there. Yo, what is up, Games in Space? Sorry, I haven't streamed in like a few days, so like my connection might be really bad right now. Like my connection might be bad. I gotta go, sorry. Alright, see ya, my codes. See ya. See ya. But yeah, my connection might be a little off today. Because I haven't streamed in a while, so it's gonna be a little off. Really off, actually. Okay, we'll start in 1 minute. I'm just waiting for people to like come and join. My connection is significantly worse. Don't we all have bad connection, man? I mean, I should be getting better Wi-Fi sooner enough, like sooner or later. Sooner or later, I'll probably be able to get better Wi-Fi. But right now, I have to work with what I have, I guess. You know, I have to work with what I have. Alright, so I mean, honestly, I'm not really gonna play any games right here. I'm just gonna react to a video, really. And I'm just gonna, like, voice my opinion on this, like, video, honestly. So, as I'm reacting, I'm really not gonna read chat that much. I will pause and, like, ask for, like, opinions or anything. If anybody, like, wants to actually, like, engage in, like, conversation about this kind of thing. Because this is kind of like a heavy, video, especially with, like, what, like, Dream's being up to, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I'll wait for, like, a few more people, I guess. Yeah, I'll wait for a few more people. I'm mostly waiting for, like, I guess, like, one of my mods or something. Yeah. I'm waiting for, like, one of my mods to come in and see if I can, like, they can, like, join. I haven't seen it. What? Yeah, I haven't seen the video either. But yeah, like, there's a lot of things that Dream talks about. I didn't want to see it because it's too long. Yeah, it's, like, really freaking long. It's like an hour and 20 minutes. Like, this dude has, like, this Dream just has, like, a bunch of, like, stuff that he just, like, started to, like, he just, like, made a whole video just to explain everything, basically. Subscribe to this channel or else, guys. Yeah, for real, subscribe. But yeah, I'm literally going to watch this. I mean, well, I might not watch all of it because I think I might really, like, honestly just skim through it. But yeah, I'm gonna watch this whole freaking. This is like a movie, basically. I'm gonna watch a movie, guys. I'm gonna watch a freaking goddamn movie. That's funny. Like, isn't that kind of funny? This is like a whole movie. This is like a whole Dream movie, actually. I think if this is even longer than his, like, manhunts that he's ever made. That's crazy. I got a sub just now. Oh, sick. Someone subscribed to you. Okay, but wait like a few minutes. I'm just really waiting on, like, one of my mods to join. I don't know if he's gonna join though. I'm not sure. I want him to, like, join so then I can watch this. Dream the movie. For real. It's Dream the movie. It really is Dream the movie. How much people are on here? I gotta go, sorry. Alright, see you, Night Shadow. I appreciate you at least, like, joining for the first, like, few 10 minutes, I guess. But it's cool. I mean, I'm not really like, how do you say this? I'm not really having anyone stick around to, like, watch this with me, because, like, I'm just gonna watch this on my own, react to it. I'm mostly gonna, like, I'm just waiting for, like, a few people to show up so then, like, I can start the stream. Because I kind of want, like, some people to, like, talk to me about it. I don't know how I have 47 subscribers. I don't know, maybe people just like your content or something. I mean, yeah. Did you get them from, like, shorts, or did you get them from, like, videos? Maybe, like, one of your videos blew up and just people just started to subscribe. Man, this is not gonna go look good in the VOD, honestly. No one's gonna watch this, like, segment in the VOD. I'm just gonna, like, put it in the description, like, oh, like, the video, like, the reaction starts here and such. I don't know. I've been thinking about, like, just making this a video, honestly, if I'm being honest. I got them from videos. Oh, cool. Sick. Yeah, I got a lot of subscribers from my videos. I've been getting some subscribers from live streams. That's why I keep going live, honestly. Okay, I'll wait, like, okay, I'm gonna give it 2 more minutes. I'm gonna give it 2 more minutes and I'm gonna start this video. Because I can't stop for long. Because, like, I'm just waiting for, like, one of my mods to join, really. I guess you could say I need, like, an adult or something to, like, I guess, like, watch this with me. I don't know how to really say it. I think I need, like, a really mature, like, person is what I'm really saying. You know, this is funny. Imagine like all the people like see this live stream, they just tune in and they just see like me about to watch a video. That will work because I'm only gonna watch a 2-hour live stream. I mean, yeah, that is true. That is true. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. That is true. That is true. Yeah, I could make this a video. I might actually make a video. Actually, I might just skim like I'll go live. Yeah, I'm gonna live stream this and maybe make this video potentially. Maybe it really depends. You know, it really depends. It really depends, honestly. Cause I don't know. I think I'm just gonna like live stream it and then like I guess like make like segments or something. I don't know. I really don't know how like I want to work this out. But I'm gonna like somehow work it out, I guess. I just really want one of my mods to join. Cause like one of my mods needs to be here. If I, you know, unless he's gonna like react to it on his own. Man. Oh, by the way, like, do you like the thumbnail? Like, do you think the thumbnail is cool? Just wanted to know. Actually, live streams were meta a few years ago. They would be recommended like crazy. Were they really? Damn, man. I guess you could say I missed out on that meta. I wish I had that meta, honestly. But the new meta is just shorts. Oh, really? It definitely is. It is. Like, I want to do shorts, but at the same time, I don't want to become a shorts channel. You know, I still want to make a long form content. I still want to make videos. I don't really like want to make shorts, I guess. Like, yeah, shorts will give me more subscribers and stuff, but like, I don't know. I don't really want to do that. I want to gain subscribers through videos and like live streams and stuff like that. Where is my mod, dude? The thumbnail's pretty cool. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I like the thumbnail too. I made it in like I made that thumbnail in like what, 10 minutes, I think? Yeah, I think I made it in 10 minutes or 20 minutes, I forgot. It didn't take that long. I think I was like, I already know how to make the thumbnail, so then I just like really speed run through it. Just like Dream did. Okay, come on. Oh man, where's my mod? Is he gonna even show up, dude? I think he's busy or something. I'll wait a few more minutes. I'll wait another like 2 minutes, and I'm gonna wait for him to join. Shorts are better for growing channels, but for channels already established, they're essentially useless. Oh yeah, yeah. That's why I want to really establish my channel. But I don't want to do shorts. I really don't want to do shorts because I want to grow it. Like, I want to grow out my channel like differently. Because I know I could do shorts, but like, I don't know. That's not something like for me, I guess. Okay. We're gonna wait like a minute and then we're gonna start this video if my mod doesn't join. Because I'm really just waiting for my mod to join, I guess. Because I want to like voice opinions and stuff. Because I'm gonna like really like talk about this really like, you know, mature, you know, like I'm gonna like I guess really dissect it. I don't know. I don't really like I don't know how to really specify it. I'm just gonna really talk about this like because I know there's a lot of heavy topics about this. So I'm gonna like talk about this as strictly like good as I can. I guess what I'm really saying. Like I'm gonna talk about this in like a very mature way. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna start the stream. I'm gonna start the video soon. Like, right now. Probably right now. Yeah, right now. Okay. Let's just give it 1 minute and then I'll start it. Okay, yeah, I'm starting the video. Shorts do not get more subscribers per view, but they get more views than videos. So in the end, the higher recommendation levels will give more subs. Ah, okay, I got you. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right, let's start the freaking video now. I blabbed on for too long now. Okay, let me see if it's good audio.
In this video, I'm going to be very vulnerable, open, and honest. I go into my past, I go into controversies, and I also debunk very serious lies about me, including by involving the police, legal teams, and extensive research. It will get uncomfortable. I will get into details of my life that you probably don't want to hear, and I don't particularly want to share either, but it feels necessary given the circumstances, and honesty and truth is my top priority.
Well,
as you guys have probably noticed, I took
actually,
a long
this
break
is actually
from
pretty
YouTube,
like
and since
decent
the face reveal,
editing.
I've hardly really uploaded. And I've really focused on other things and separated myself from a lot of stuff I was doing before. You may think that this was due to the hate from the face reveal, or for other reasons, but really there was something else that happened right after the face reveal, and it really made me step back from what I was doing and have a lot less passion. If you've been on the internet recently, you've probably heard or seen some pretty crazy stuff about me.
Oh,
Whether
yeah.
it's the voice actor of Gumball attacking me,
Oh my
or
God, not this
accusations
one.
against me regarding grooming, you've probably heard a lot of pretty crazy stuff. I thought it's extremely important for me to make this video and provide as much information as I can. And I just want to right off the bat state as clearly as I can that these allegations are not true. I plan on going to extreme detail to prove that in this video. And to all the people that are spreading lies, fabricating stories, and making false accusations for fun or because they think it's funny,
I don't care. I've accepted I'm a horrible person.
this is not funny. This is not a joke. This is people's lives, ranging from my own, my family, my employees, to actual victims that stories won't be heard or believed in the future because of this. I understand that some things in this video are much more important than others, so I split this video up into chapters, and you can skip to and watch the parts that are most important to you. I will say that everything in this video is very relevant. I think they're all vital topics to include because they help clear up my character. So yeah, the video has chapters, and if you want to skip around, there's a pinned comment. And again, I realize that nothing in this video is as important as me talking about serious allegations, so I've made it really easy to skip ahead to whatever is most important to you. Just because there's other stuff doesn't mean anything is less important. Monetization on this video is on, but every dollar will go to a charity that's linked in the description. Otherwise, I want to start with the biggest lie I have ever told. The face leak photo.
Oh, not this one.
Of course, it's
oh
from when
my
I was
God.
really young and I've lost a lot of weight since
Dude.
then, and it wasn't at all representative of what I look like now, but it was me. Obviously, I said many times that it wasn't, and a lot of people have and still do use that against me to say that I'm dishonest, but the reason I lied about that is because of the face reveal. I'd been planning the face reveal for years. I sacrificed so much by staying inside and avoiding cameras for so long. I mean, I had covers on all my windows, and even to go to the dentist, I left hiding in the back of a car and went to a different state. Yes, I was paranoid.
You
I wasn't
really
gonna
went
let
that
anyone
far.
take
That's
that moment
crazy.
away from me. Whatever I had to do to make sure that moment was suspenseful and exciting, I'm sure I would have done. And if anything, the face leak photo probably ended up creating more suspense and excitement to see if I was lying or if I actually looked like the leaked picture. Now, of course, there was a lot of personal information attached to the leaked picture, how it was found, where it was leaked from, so that definitely contributed to why I lied about it. I didn't lie because I was ugly or because I was overweight or anything like that. And every time I talked about the leaked picture, I always mentioned that I struggled with my weight in the past and that it's disheartening to see people make fun of the poor kid for that, which obviously I was the
Yeah,
poor
that
kid.
was
And I
him.
think that's something I'm willing to admit now because I face revealed. I'm not risking that big moment anymore. And I also feel much more comfortable about my personal information and how I look and so on. The day the face leak was posted, I was playing a Minecraft tournament and someone called the SWAT team on me.
Dream is AFK. I'm clear here.
Oh shoot, I remember this actually.
I was put in handcuffs on my front lawn with cops with rifles pointing at me, and I was pretty much swatted from that day on almost daily, to the point where the reason Sapnet moved in with me before my face reveal was to answer the door when police showed up. Because people started camping outside with cameras to try and reveal my face.
That's
and I needed
like
someone else
really
to answer
messed
the
up,
door. When the people
honestly.
that were doxing me thought that they had the wrong address, my family ended up getting swatted. And my mom answered the door thinking that it was pizza for her and my little sister. They were held at gunpoint with police helicopters circling the neighborhood. People showed up at my house. People showed up at my family's house. The first time I ever got swatted, I made sure not to mention it at all. Funnily enough, I actually got interviewed by a SWAT team member while I was muted and playing Minecraft parkour with the SWAT officer right next to me.
Jesus
it's
Christ.
just all to show that even though I was very adamant about denying the face leak, it was much more about the fact that there was so much personal information attached to the picture, and I wanted as much separation from it as possible. It had nothing to do with how I look. I'm very proud of my weight loss story, and I was never ashamed about it at all. I think that it's very encouraging to
Yeah,
see
he
people
lost a
accomplish
ton of
weight
weight,
loss.
honestly.
I
He
did it all
lost
naturally.
hella
I lost
weight.
hundreds of pounds. You have not seen me at my heaviest, and it's one of those things that I think is very encouraging to
He
others.
lost a
I
lot
love
of weight.
inspiring people, so it's a story I'm sure I'll tell in the future. But in that moment, it was not the right time to tell it. I feel like right now it's still kind of uncomfortable to talk about it, but it's annoying seeing the same damn picture. So here's some other pictures of me from before I lost weight, just so there's more variety.
Oh my God, he really like showed that off. Holy crap, he really showed that off. Oh my gosh. Poor Dream. The poor guy was bullied so much for several things he didn't even do.
You trust.
Oh my God, I got ads. I'm sorry. I got ads. But bear with me.
Now moving on to one of the most talked about controversies, the cheating
Oh
scam.
my god,
I
he's
wanna
really
be pretty
talking
concise
about
with
this
one because
again.
It's been covered a million times, and most of you are probably pretty sick of hearing about it, but it's still really important to talk about. It's one of the most frequent reasons people point to as to why not to trust me. I did unintentionally cheat on a speedrun
Yeah,
that
he
I
did.
officially submitted
Yeah,
to
he
the
did.
leaderboards in 2020, and the speedrun mods were completely in the right for taking it down. I was using a disallowed mod for about a week on my live streams when a new version of Minecraft came out, and I was unaware that this mod existed. When I was defending myself, I didn't know that I'd been using the mod, and it's a really complicated and lengthy explanation of how it's very reasonable that I didn't know that I had the mod, so I can't go into that here. A lot of people say that it's impossible that I wouldn't have known that I was so lucky, but those people don't realize that it was a little bit of luck over a very long period of time, and not a lot of luck at once.
Why is he talking about this? He already talked about this, though.
Cheater themselves, who later got exposed for doing that same thing in the past.
Yes, that's right, Minecravenger. The very same person that first publicly exposed Dream for cheating in his runs has just been caught cheating himself. And not only cheating once, but cheating multiple world records over a span of more than 2 years.
I was defending myself so confidently publicly because me and a developer had already considered and ruled out the possibility that I could have been using a mod. Carl Jobst, a very well-respected YouTuber that also investigates speedruns, made a video going into all the details. It's over an hour long. If you'd like to watch it to understand how that could happen and all the supporting evidence around it, you can. He is very critical of me in it, but here's his short conclusion that backs up what I'm saying from after his thorough investigation.
In conjunction with all of the evidence I've seen, I believe the essence of what Dream was claiming in his paste bin was probably true. In my opinion, it is definitely more likely that he really didn't know his drop rates and barter rates were modified. Was it intentional? And I do believe that it probably wasn't.
He did a lot of research and interviewed a lot of people to come to that conclusion. He interviewed the mod team, me, developers, and a lot more. He even said something afterwards that applies to a lot of the situations I'm going to talk about today, so I'm going to go ahead and play that clip too.
In one breath, people will complain that Dream is a liar, and then in the next, spout made-up assumptions that couldn't be further from the truth. It seems like everyone is lying everywhere.
I'm still
well,
fully
that's
responsible
dramatic.
for my behavior back then towards the moderators, regardless of my intentions, and I did act like a little baby and caused the majority of the problems myself, so I'm sorry. Regardless of if you believe me or if you think that I'm being dishonest, since this all happened over 3 years ago, a lot has changed since, and I've done my best to move forward and grow as a person. I did my best to make amends with the mods. I apologized privately and publicly for lashing out at them. I donated over $50,000 to the speedrun community through tournaments and personal donations to over 15 different speedrunners. I voluntarily took down all my speedrun times, even ones that had nothing at all to do with the mod or with the
consequences,
cheating
yeah.
scandal. I also deleted my original response video, and I haven't speedrun officially since. It's been over 3 years. Now that that's out of the way, I want to clear up some quick misinformation around it. One, it had nothing to do with my manhunt videos or any video or speedrun I have ever posted on my YouTube channel. It was specifically live streamed attempts that I did during a 1 week or so period over 3 years ago. It's a common misconception that the cheating had to do with my YouTube channel, manhunt, or any other videos I've posted. Two, I didn't hire a fake astrophysicist to defend me, which is also commonly said.
I remember
Nothing
when
about
they
math,
like
but
talked
fully
about
believing in my
that.
innocence at the time. Given the accusation was purely based on math, I used a website for math freelancers and reached out directly to a highly qualified professor that said they'd be willing to help me. They even made one of their conditions before agreeing that no matter what their conclusion was, I had to publish their results, even if their conclusion was that I was guilty. I agreed to this.
Dream briefly explained the situation, and the expert agreed to help. The expert provided Dream with a few terms, one of them being that Dream post the results no matter the outcome.
Obviously, their report ended up getting ripped to shreds, but I had no
Oh,
idea
yeah,
that would be the case.
he got ripped
I
to
knew absolutely
shreds.
nothing about math, and I fully believed in my innocence. So when a highly qualified third party was agreeing with me, it made me even more confident and bold. There was many factors as to why the report ended up being bad, partially due to the public pressure and it being rushed, partially due to them not knowing as much about Minecraft as the mod team did. But regardless, I didn't bribe or make up a fake astrophysicist, which is something people frequently say. The speedrun mod team and many other parties independently verified their credentials and the fact that they exist. I also put way more information in the description on this, just for transparency's sake, including proof about the professor, all of my emails to them, and even screenshots of messages that I never provided in the past. I think that's really important to clear up because it's used very, very frequently to say, if he will go as far as to make up a fake astrophysicist to lie, how far will he go with other lies? And I would just like to point out that even though I didn't lie, lying about a Minecraft speedrun is very different than lying about very serious allegations. The next thing I'm going to talk about is a pretty big one that you might not have heard about, but it's a pretty
Which
important
one?
one. Manatreed. Now, if you don't know who
Oh.
Manatreed is a content creator.
This is actually pretty controversial, actually. Very controversial. He hired Walmart Bill Nye. Jesus Christ. Swatting has been growing exponentially for so long, it has caused separate death. See, that's what I'm saying. That's why, like, it really is fucked up that Dream keeps getting, like, kept getting swatted. Like, even, like, I feel like, you know, honestly, no one really deserves to get swatted, you know? Like, at the time, Dream hasn't really done anything, like, anything too bad, you know? So, it's like, why, like, damn, you know, like, shoot, like, imagine getting your whole family like pinned down on the lawn and everything. Like, that's tough, honestly. I would never like want that. Yo, what's up, Channel? What's up? But yeah, I remember this controversy. I remember this was one of Dream's friends that he was given a platform by Dream and he started streaming on the Dream SMP, and then he just disappeared all of a sudden. And I think, yeah, he's gonna talk about it here.
Creator that I added to my server, the Dream SMP, a couple years ago. They were anonymous like me, and they had a very short career. There was a thread made about Manatreed saying that they doxed him and that he was an IRL friend of mine, had been charged with domestic violence, and that I was trying to hide it. Manatreed was removed from the SMP by me. All of his accounts were deleted, and I made a statement talking about how I don't support domestic violence. I wasn't aware of any domestic violence, and that due to how complicated the situation was, I decided to remove Manatreed from the SMP. I also strongly alluded to the fact that the doxed information was incorrect. Everything I just said was true, except for the fact that Manatreed was my childhood best friend. I came up with the name Manatreed, I made the accounts, I grew up with him, his grandparents were like my grandparents, he was like family to me. The criticism I get to this day related to this is that I intentionally housed and hid an abuser. Because Manatreed was faceless and anonymous like me, people said that it was planned deliberately in order to hide a domestic violence charge. This is not true. In late 2020, he had a lot of problems. He was struggling with homelessness, had been in multiple recent car accidents. I knew I could help him, so I did. I offered him a place to stay, I paid for his groceries and gas for a while, and eventually, I came up with the idea to add him to my server. He was my childhood friend, I trusted him, and he wasn't a risk. I was anonymous, so obviously if I wanted to play games with him, his identity couldn't be known, or it would leak my identity. Whenever the thread first came out saying that Manatreed abused his girlfriend, I responded emotionally, calling people gullible, because I didn't believe that someone I had known for so long and grew up with could do anything like that. And at the time, although no one knew, he lived with me in Sapnap, so it seemed crazy that he could somehow hide it from us. I jumped the gun and reacted emotionally. Only later did I properly look into everything, and I apologize. After I confronted Manatreed in real life, he claimed
Yeah, he
that
should have
wasn't
done
an
that
abuser,
already.
that he had just had an altercation with another guy, and that his ex-girlfriend got in the middle of it. He claimed that he never hit her, that he had just caught her cheating and was fighting the guy that she was cheating with, that the cops got called, and that he got arrested. This is just what he said. This altercation would have taken place around a year before he moved in with us, and I had no knowledge of it. People thought that domestic violence took place when he lived with us because my address was on a court document of his, but that was far after when he was on probation and had to tell the court where he currently lived. He also lied to us and told us that he was on probation for smoking weed in order to not have us question anything suspicious related to it. Even though he claimed to me that he wasn't abusive to anyone, I couldn't just take him for his word, and so I did research myself. I reached out to his ex-girlfriend and talked to her about it all. She wouldn't really say that much. She said to give Manatreed the best wishes for his future, and that his mistakes were behind her, and that she just wanted to be left alone online. I don't want to push her for information, so because of that, I didn't feel comfortable having Manatreed on the Dream SMP anymore. I didn't have full
that's
confidence
actually
that he was
valid.
being honest with me because he had already lied to me, and I was also still faceless and really didn't want to have to dox myself to explain the situation. I decided the best idea would just be to remove him from the server. I had created all of the accounts, so
But I feel like he should have definitely talked more about that.
That meant that there was absolutely no risk that even if he was
At the
lying, he
time.
would ever cause future harm because of me. Unfortunately, this wasn't a cut and dry situation. This was one of my childhood best friends that had always treated me with kindness and had lied to me in Sapnap. And unfortunately, due to all of this, I have no contact with him and lost someone that was like family to me. I'll never know the exact truth behind everything. The person that I knew was kind, generous, and compassionate, and I never would have added him to the server if I thought he was anything otherwise. But what I do know is that, other than my initial crude response, I stand by my actions. I think that I navigated a really complex situation the best that I could. I got rid of any risk, supported a victim, made it clear that I didn't support domestic violence, even to the detriment of one of my oldest friendships.
You want?
Yeah, but he definitely should have like not been so like biased. He should have like had like a second second thoughts about it. He had well, have fun. All right, thank you, Shano. He should have definitely had like better thoughts about it, and he should have definitely said like better things, because like, you know, the way he was responding to like all of like, oh, like, you know, like everything, like, oh, you guys are so gullible in that kind of sense, you know, that's really like, that's really biased, especially when like your childhood friend is having allegations, you know. Definitely should have been more smart about that. That's really something like, it's really something that should have been more thought out about.
That don't know my side of this situation, assuming that this makes me a liar and that it's obvious that I was covering up wrongdoing. I even had creators that thought this until they talked to me about it. It's not unreasonable at all, and that's why I figured I had to talk about it in this video, even if it is personal and uncomfortable. Before I jump into the most important things I'm going to address, I want to talk about something that's come up a lot due to these allegations, and something that's commonly said to give credibility to me being a bad or weird person. I'm going to play a clip from Moist Critical, who talked about the allegations pretty neutrally, to his credit. But while talking about them, he said this.
Dream's audience has always been on the younger side of things, and yet Dream constantly engages
Is he
with
really
them
bringing
in
up
very
Moist Critical?
inappropriate ways,
Oh my
such as
God.
like posting thirst traps. He does post thirst traps, even knowing that his fans are children. So when these claims come out, I think a lot of people start to take them at face value because they're like, oh, that sounds like the Dream that I know. You know, this sounds like something Dream might do, so it's probably true. Even though right now a lot of the evidence backing it up isn't the strongest.
Now, before I talk about this, I just want to ask that if you're watching this and you share the same opinion, try and give me the benefit of doubt. Genuinely listen to what I have to say and discard your preconceived biases. Because yeah, if you think someone's creepy and then they're accused of being a creep, it clearly changes how you think. So I'm going to break down multiple things that Charlie said because I respect him. I respect his opinion. I think he's a super reasonable guy and I think he's an awesome content creator. One of the things that he said is that I post creepy pictures and thirst traps.
He does post thirst traps.
That's the first thing I'm going to talk about. Uniquely, because I didn't reveal my face until last year, I can actually pretty reasonably show you every photo and video of myself that I've ever posted on the internet. So they're going to start scrolling by now in a completely random order. While you watch, it's important to note that what you post on something like Snapchat is very different than something you'd post on Instagram or Twitter. Snapchat runs ads every 5 or 6 photos and encourages you to post upwards of 100 photos or videos a day to have the most growth and make the most money. They only last 24 hours like an Instagram story. So on Snapchat, you kind of just spam anything. So for me, it's silly filters, my cat, whatever food I'm eating that day, I get a haircut. Because of that, it's much easier to take one silly photo from Snapchat.
Is he really
out
talking
of
about this
context
segment?
and make it out to be something that it's not. On top of that, there's a lot of fake accounts that I think people fall for all the time. They post thirst trap captions using my photos, and with how many likes they get, there's a lot of people that casually scroll Twitter and think their posts are mine. There's one specific one that was extremely popular and verified before it was suspended. It posted tweets like this, and this, and this.
Oh,
These are
jeez.
just completely normal photos I posted of myself with no caption, but they repost them and put a weird caption. This has fooled tons of people, including people that have made pretty big videos about me, and I wouldn't be surprised at all if Charlie saw this account a couple times and thought its tweets were mine. A lot of people also say stuff like this,
I don't know why he still uses Snapchat. It's still kind of weird. I told you, if you're a grown man using Snapchat,
which I think is super reasonable to think. If you don't know that there's creator accounts now that work very differently to normal Snapchat accounts, you can promote stuff to millions of people through Snapchat's algorithm, and even as of recently, you can make a lot of money. Obviously,
It's always
encouraging
doing
you
this
to
for the
post
money.
whatever
That's
random
funny.
Stupid photo you took.
I mean, I hardly even log into my Snapchat myself and even have someone else completely run the account because there's a manager account feature where I can just post from my personal Snap and never even
Oh.
see any of the messages. I also sometimes have people say that I'm weird because of fan art account likes from my fan art account. So I just want to clarify, I'm not the one behind 99% of the likes. I've never made that public because it is beneficial for artists for people to think that it's me every time. But again, when it's being used against me to say I'm creepy, I have to clarify.
Hi, so I've ran Dream's public Snapchat since January 2022. There's nothing weird and he doesn't really even log into it. I also run his fan art account and have been since January 2022 as well. I'm good friends with Dream and the Dream team, so he thought I'd be a good pick to run it. I mostly just like and retweet art. I'm banished from replying. Sometimes people will call him creepy for stupid stuff that I've liked, and I've never really taken it seriously because I just think what's being depicted in the art is funny to me, like DNF kissing art or something,
Oh,
because I'm
man.
their friend. and
Not
it
that
makes me
kind of
laugh.
thing.
It just happens to be really good art. But when it's being used to say that Dream is creepy or weird, I feel really bad because he's definitely not. There's been times that he's messaged me and told me to unlike something or asked why I was on a DNF liking spree. And he's definitely a silly guy, but people shouldn't use me liking art that I found funny or just thought was impressive artistically against him.
I can still be more careful
Yeah, but at the same time, he should have really been more careful about it. I mean, basically blind you. Charlie is basically the only person who defends Seaman when the entire world said he was cheating at chess. Yeah, he's pretty based, you know. See, this is what I like. Oh man, see, this is why like. At the same time, like, you know, Dream was, I guess you'd say, pretty innocent about really like having like someone else run his account and kind of stuff. But at the same time, this isn't really professional. It's not really professional of someone to like run an account and like liking stuff, you know, basically like displaying like they're like she's basically representing him in a way, right? So him basically giving her this kind of power is like kind of messed up. Like even she's like how you say this, even she's like felt like regret for like liking certain art that like would put him in the bad light. But at the same time, he should have already like told her that kind of thing. He should have clarified that kind of thing, I feel like. Because I feel like he definitely should have clarified that when like that was a thing used against him during that time. Because if he did that, then it would have cleared up a lot of stuff. See, this is kind of wrong. The fact that he's like clearing, like finally like clarifying these sort of like certain things, like just now, he could have definitely saved face if he clarified a little earlier.
About what's liked on the account though, and I also can re-clarify my boundaries, which I do at the end of this video. But I will just say here that I've never supported not safe for work art of minors or from minors. I think that that's weird and gross, and I clarify my boundaries on myself later in the video, but generally it's just I don't want anything weird drawn of me. I also later have the person who used to run the account back in 2020 say something as well. But yeah, like 1 out of every 1,000 Snapchats I post, people end up spreading and making fun of, which is fine, of course, but it's when it's made out to be weird that it's disingenuous. Now that's not to say that I'm posting the exact same thing as everyone else, or that what I'm posting isn't different than other people. It definitely is. I was faceless for a very long time, never took pictures of myself, and had no social media before YouTube. So you're seeing literally my first time ever taking pictures, and I am just a little goofy. Again, it's fine to make fun of, like some of these pictures are stupid, but using them as evidence that I'm weird or making them out to be weird just isn't fair. I don't really take myself seriously. I don't think I'm super attractive. I don't think I'm super funny. I think a lot of people misunderstand some of the things that I post that are satire. A lot of my videos before I did Minecraft challenges were satire videos, and I still post a lot of satire. A perfect example of this is my unface reveal. I posted a video on my channel where I unrevealed my face. It's a satire video. I have my 2 best friends burst down my door, tell me that I'm ugly and to put my mask back on, which I agree with, make a professional mask, and then go through the McDonald's drive-thru with it on, while saying that I'm never taking it off ever again. The number of people that took this seriously was in the tens of millions. People see the headline, assume that sounds like something that cringe guy would do, and then it's history. And the same thing happens with my TikToks. Like almost my entire TikTok page is sarcastic, but every now and then, someone will take a TikTok of mine completely seriously. Like, I posted a video of me with the chat filter on and said no filter right after the face reveal. I made a TikTok where I take off the mask and use an ugly filter. Another TikTok where I make fun of the face leak photo, or many other sarcastic posts. But then I post a TikTok where I'm in a Walmart wearing my mask, and people take it so seriously. I get tons of hate, and it said how cringe it is that I would go shopping in my mask, that it's pathetic that I'm trying to hide my face after I already revealed it. Or I post a TikTok where I sing one of my songs, say
hell
no
no,
auto-tune,
this
and
was
then
nasty.
kiss the camera. And it's that I'm trying to be hot, or
Oh
think I'm
my
such
God,
an amazing
bro.
singer, instead of that I'm self-aware and playing into the cringe. I didn't watch that and go, you are
please
so
don't
cool.
replay that
You are
again.
such an amazing singer, and you're
That was actually a
also
really freaking
hot.
bad video.
Like, it's not serious. Yes, I do post cringy stuff sometimes. I'm not trying to say that I've never been cringy, or that you can't make fun of content that is intentionally cringy, but I've never posted anything that you could remotely say is a thirst trap.
No, I'm sorry, that was like
for my audience.
mega
Because as you can
cringy.
see, in the context of all these other photos I've posted, it's not honest to single out one weird Snapchat out of context of the thousands I spam, and then say that I post creepy photos. But yeah, like one photo I posted was heavily spread as a thirst trap by parody accounts, and it's this. I'm supposed to be dead. It's definitely not a thirst trap, but it's not like I was sending it to somebody and being weird. I was just spamming photos on my public story.
Oh no, George Not Found is giving him this slopperson. Oh no. Oh no.
Like, yeah, it's goofy.
Jesus
It's not a
freaking
thirst trap.
Christ,
I posted
dude.
1 or 2 photos with my shirt off ever.
Oh my
And
God.
this one's because I thought it was cool to see my hair comb back since it's always forward. And you can't even see me or my body. There's also this monstrosity that's frequently shared. Like,
No,
this is a
hell no.
gross photo. I look terrible.
But
This
why
is
did you
not
even
a
post
thirst
that,
trap.
though?
This is a
That's a
terrible
terrible photo.
This is just disgusting. I was just spamming photos, didn't think much of it, and
No, you
posted
should have
it.
definitely
and now
thought
it will
much
haunt me
about it.
until the end of
Like,
time.
can't be
I'm
for real.
cringy and being serious when I make satire posts. I'm full of myself when I post a normal photo. I'm gross when I post a bad photo. I'm weird when I post a silly photo. It's just people assuming the worst or just not knowing who I am, which I guess is fair. So yeah, that's what I have to say about the thirst traps thing. But obviously that's just photos. Now in terms of other stuff, I've definitely had my opinions morph over time, especially since I've face revealed and actually got to meet fans in person. But we can still talk about some old stuff that people frequently use to say that I'm weird. First of all, me calling my fan base kittens. This was a stupid tweet.
Oh,
if I could
no.
go back, never would have tweeted it. I completely understand that without knowing my intention.
That was like,
what I actually meant,
yeah,
it
that's
seemed super weird.
that's
The whole
cringy.
Discord
That's
kittens
really
meme wasn't
that's really
as big
weird.
yet, and I just tweet so much. I just wasn't really thinking. It came out horribly, and I will never live this down. It is still something that my friends make fun of me for to this day.
Yeah, you should
I was
be
just trying
made
to
fun of
explain
it.
that when
I'm
I
not
say I
gonna
love
lie.
my
That's
audience,
cringy
I
as
don't mean
hell.
it in the same way that I love my friends.
That's
or my
really bad.
family. That I mean it in the way that I love dogs, even though I don't know every dog personally. I can still
he'll say, I love dogs. I should not have said kittens, but it's not what I meant. It was a stupid tweet. I've tweeted tens of thousands of times the last few years. It wasn't my brightest moment.
Yeah,
but
he
also
was the
wasn't
weird
trying
one.
to be weird or going kittens. It was just an analogy that I regret using. Another point of evidence towards the Dream is Weird narrative was me, quote unquote, selling my baby pictures. In 2022, my merch company sold a flash drive that was Dream themed. It was going to be sold empty, and then my mom and my dad, who help run my merch company, had the idea to put some random stuff onto the drive, so it felt more unique. I thought it was a cool idea. The content on the drive wasn't what was being sold. It was the slap wristband flash drive itself. We added some drafts of books I wrote from when I was a teenager, some memes, some old Minecraft screenshots of me and my friends, some notes and emails from teachers talking about me being rebellious in middle school, and yes, 2 pictures of me from when I was a baby. The intent wasn't at all to sell pictures of me when I was a baby, which other celebrities have actually literally done. The intent was just to show a little bit of where I'm from, like you would show pictures in a biography you would sell or something. It was my version of a little biography with writing and pictures and quotes. I think there's definitely something to be said about the concept of being in possession of a file of someone else's baby picture versus it just being in a physical book. So I totally get it. But you have to recognize that that's clearly not the intention. It should be something.
But it's still
fun or
weird.
cringe
It's
to make
still
fun of,
weird though.
Not
Come on
be a
now.
serious thing like being about pedophilia. But yeah, I mean, as you can probably tell by the pictures going by, I have a pretty normal life. I think I'm a pretty average guy, and 99% of the things I post online are extremely normal. Despite how much I've put myself out there, there's only a few weird out of context things to show for it, and a couple goofy photos. So yeah, I think when people say that I post thirst traps or post predatory
Yeah, these
things to
are,
my
oh my
audience,
God.
they're just misinformed. I don't think that Charlie is being malicious at all. It's just a lot of misinformation, and it's something I've never really made an effort to clear up. I always lean into the cringe, but when it's being used to strengthen serious allegations, that's when I kind of have to really break down how I am. But yeah, I mean, on top of all that, my audience is not as young as people think. This isn't a hill I'm gonna die on, because I know a lot of people have their minds made up or could not be convinced. Believe it or not, I have one of the oldest audiences in all of Minecraft YouTube. I started YouTube through coding and extremely complex stuff, like reverse engineering PewDiePie's Minecraft seed. My videos, even to this day, are super long, don't have that quick retention style editing or sound effects or anything that a lot of channels do. And I also have a large pro gamer audience because my videos involve a lot of technical skill. My
Pro
audience
gamer.
outside of YouTube is younger, but the vast majority of people I get recognized by on the street are college aged. And usually dudes being like, what the f, it's Dream! On Twitch, I've covered heavy topics. In this video, I'm covering heavy topics. Me and my friends all swear on every other platform, and we're definitely not kids channels in any way. Just because I post Minecraft videos doesn't mean that my audience is just little kids. Most people that watch me either used to play Minecraft or don't even play Minecraft at all. I think
Yeah, but that's like that's still weird though. You're not supposed to like, I'm here, my bad, later to the party. Sorry, I missed it. Why didn't you stream Minecraft yesterday, and why you delete the post that you say you might stream? Oh, I deleted that post because I wasn't able to stream. I fell asleep. I went to sleep early. I think that having someone non-professional run your account is stupid. It really is. It really is. It really is. That's unprofessional as hell. But what he says here is that he claims that he doesn't have like, oh, he doesn't cater to little kids, but like yet like in a way, I feel like he's not really like, I'd say he's not like his whole fan base isn't really adult like, you know, like his whole fan base isn't really like for adults, as how I see it and how it's really explained. Like you can literally go to like a comment section of a Dream video and you'll find someone you'll find some like little kids. You'll definitely find little kids. You go to the newest on the comment section, you go to newest comments and you'll see some little kids like comment here and there, right? Because for me, he's really not including like the fact that he actually does have a younger fan base, and he does have a fan base that does, you know, he does have a fan base full of kids. Like, you know, I feel like basically every single fan base does have like a younger audience. His fan base is most definitely kids. See, that's what I mean. The fan base is definitely most kids. To say that he has like most adults is kind of dumb. Crazy how there was a 1% of 60 plus people watching this video. His videos are liked by kids, but he doesn't make them for kids, so I don't know if that's a valid argument. Yeah, but I feel like he's not like, I understand like he doesn't make them for kids, but that's like, it's not really like right in him to like say that, oh, like, you know, like, oh, I don't have like a kid fan base. Like, yes, like almost every pop culture like kind of like fan base does have kids. There are kids in like a certain like area, area, you know. Hasta la vista, peoples. Goodbye. All right, see you games in space. But more so, I feel like he should like take into account that yes, he does have kids watching him, you know. Like I feel like that's something like he should still like take an account into. Like of course he doesn't cater to kids, you know. He swears and he makes adult jokes and stuff like that, right? But to say that he doesn't have like kids watching him is kind of like, you know, it's kind of like something like dismissing. You know, it's kind of like he's dismissing his kind of like other part of his audience is what I'd say. Okay, I'm gonna start the video in like a few seconds in case anybody wants to like input any other opinions. But I still think you know, it's not right for him to like dismiss that he doesn't have like an actual like kid audience. Because I know for sure if I had like a kid audience, I wouldn't like, you know, I'd be like, how do you say the word? What's the word? I'd be aware. Yeah, I'd be self-aware. So how is your hardcore Minecraft? Oh, it's doing fine. It's doing fine. I'll probably stream tomorrow. I'll probably stream it tomorrow. Alright. Alright. Now that I have any opinions out the way, let's start again. I'm gonna start this video up again. I don't know what the allegations are, so I don't know how this is relevant. Yeah, I don't know either, honestly. I feel like he's just like really just putting everything together into one video. I really don't know. I'm just watching it, you know? I'm just watching it, you know? Like that's really all I could do. I think he's trying to say that his video are mostly for 18 or more. Yeah, I get it. I get that he's catering for 18 or more, right? I get he's catering to that kind of thing. So what did I miss having watched the video? You missed him talking about his face leak videos, like his face leak photos. His speedrun cheating scandal again. I don't know why he's talking about that again. Him about housing an abuser where he had a child friend that like he put onto the SMP. And like and then they were like exposed for like sexual abuse and like assault and everything. And then there's him like talking about like him posting thirst traps and like comparing himself to Moist Critical. And him using like Snapchat and stuff and like talking about the photos he's always posted. And him talking about the baby photos and like all the other stuff that he put in his merch. And then posting more weird pictures and here we go. He's gonna talk about the first allegation. God, I'm hungry. He's just putting everything together so he never has to talk about any of it again. I guess so, yeah, but I feel like he should have really just like dimmed it down. You know, like I get that he put timestamps, right? I get that he put timestamps to actual like the actual serious stuff. Like I get it, right? Like he's explained that yeah, he's put timestamps to like the actual like serious stuff, right? But at the same time, this feels so like dismissive in a way. He's kind of smart for making the vid, to be honest. I mean, he had to make the vid. Honestly. He's had like kind of like a lot of allegations like put up against him, you know. So I feel like he's had to make this kind of vid. Like I get he you know he's putting everything together and then you know talking about it never again, yeah. But then it's like you know I feel like this is something that's like been talked about several times. If you dim it down, people would see he's withholding information. I mean, dimmed it down for like these kind of sections, like you know, like in this kind of thing. Like, I get like he wanted to talk about the face leak photo. Yeah, I get he wanted to do that. Like the speedrun cheating scandal. This has been like 3 years ago, right? Like I feel like for some reason it still bothers him, you know. And like this, I mean, yeah, I guess this is important. Yeah, this was important. And posting thirst traps, I don't think that's like a really relevant thing. Why would a grown man use like him talking about the whole Snapchat thing? Yeah, I'd say this is sort of important. And this is just clarifying like him doing like this kind of stuff. And this and this. I mean, I haven't finished the whole video yet, honestly. He's kind of like the whole thing. A lot of his videos aren't really kids, but the kid stuff is more DS and people doesn't just not just him. Let's see. All right. Let's keep our opinions to ourselves, okay? I'm gonna finish watching the video, okay? I'm obviously not critiquing the whole video, you know. I'm not really saying like, you know, like, oh, he should have never made this video or anything like that, you know. I'm just saying he really should have like just talked about the really important things, because I feel like a lot of the allegations were actual like the things that people wanted to hear, you know. But yeah, let's okay. I'm just gonna continue the video in like a few seconds. Let's just recollect ourselves. I mean, so far, like, I'm not saying he's not, like, not valid for, like, yeah, I watch all of it, and trust me, it gets better. Like, I'm not saying he's not valid for, like, talking about this kind of stuff, because this is his video, you know, obviously, but, I don't know.
I think Charlie's audience is, of course, much older than mine, but if I posted photos like these, which, to be clear, if I was ripped as hell like Charlie, I would 100%. It would be made out to be predatory because it's me when it's not at all. And that same standard isn't applied to TikTok stars or really anyone else but me, just because I'm the Minecraft guy. A lot of the photos me and Charlie have posted are actually really similar. It's just people cherry picking goofy photos of mine and then making them out to be weird. When it's just me posting random photos, because that's literally part of our job. But yeah, I guess that's all I have to say about that.
Oh, frick. Let's not freaking play that bad, bro. Oh, man, I hate these ads. Okay, let's start it.
Now to move on and talk about some really important stuff.
First allegation. Okay, finally, here we go.
Serious allegations made against me. Some of them were quickly disproved. Others admitted they were lying, but there's still some that I'm gonna address in this video. The first allegation
I sort of remember this.
Quickly discarded. It was an allegation of flirting and had some inconsistencies. I'm still taking it seriously though, and don't want to overlook anything, so I'm gonna talk about it now. The first ever allegations against me that were spread pretty far were made the day after my face reveal on October 3rd, 2022. A girl named Anastasia tweeted out, "He's only face revealing because he's scared that I'll do it first." And then she followed it up by tweeting, "I'm too tired / real life struggling to get involved, but the YouTuber trending right now already face revealed to me years ago when he was flirting with me when I was a minor." Obviously, because of my face reveal, it took off, pointing out inconsistencies, asking questions.
Yeah,
that
did take off.
Contact with this person.
Honestly, yeah, I remember this.
With this person. I hardly even remember who this person is at all, and the only messages I could even find with this person were friendly Twitter DMs. And even in those Twitter DMs, I mentioned that they had 18 in their bio, which they contradict. I definitely didn't face reveal to them. That's an obvious lie. Almost nobody knew what I looked like at all before my face reveal. Not even most of my best friends that had known me my entire life, let alone someone I don't even remember talking to at all. She posted a screenshot of some texts and claimed that they were from me. She showed a screenshot of my TikTok being from your contacts to try and prove that the texts were from me, which people quickly pointed out isn't possible because I have a Google Voice number hooked up to my TikTok, which isn't iMessage like the text. And again, she never claimed any sexual misconduct. She never claimed anything related to nudity or sexting. This was also in early 2020, and she had 18 in her bio. With everything and all the inconsistencies, wasn't taken that seriously. But it's still worth noting because people still somehow say this is one of 3 victims of mine. So yeah, before talking about the next allegation, I just want to address something that I think is pretty important. I see some people say, why respond to fans at all? Or that it doesn't matter what you said. The fact that he responded to a fan is creepy. And people saying that are missing a little bit of nuance. First of all, back when I started YouTube in 2019, obviously I had a very small community. Even moving into mid-2020, before the Dream SMP. It's very common that when you have a smaller community, you're trying to grow your community. And part of how you do that is by interacting with people and responding and being active. I've always been pretty active in my community, and when I was really small, I used to respond to just about literally everyone.
Yeah, I'd say this is valid. Yeah, this is normal stuff.
Obviously, later on, and as I grew, I replied less and less, and things evolved over time with my fan base growth. Like, as an example, when I started my public Snapchat in 2019, I ran the account, but in early 2020, because I was growing, I completely passed the reins off to someone else, and pretty much never logged into it ever again.
Hi, I would like to remain anonymous, so I'm just going to be calling myself Rebecca. I used to run Dream Snapchat starting in 2020. I did that for probably around a year, and I would like read through all the messages, and I'd screenshot art or funny comments, and I would respond when it was appropriate. There is definitely nothing weird going on this account. Dream hardly even logged into it, and it was mainly me. He never used it inappropriately, and although I no longer work for Dream, I am not aware of him ever acting inappropriate with fans or anyone underage.
Most, if not all of the Snapchats I've posted since then have been through the manager account feature, meaning I use my normal Snapchat and post to my other account like a story, without even ever logging in or seeing any messages. I think that when people talk about messaging or becoming friends with a fan, most people are thinking of a stan or a super obsessive fan, because what makes you a fan? Having watched 1 video, 2 videos, 10, being subscribed? There's levels to it. My point being that when you're talking about messaging someone and it being weird, there has to be a weird dynamic. Obviously, a streamer that's subscribed to me and has watched my videos in the past and DMs me should not be looked at the same as a random person that does the exact same thing. I've had fans of mine turn into friends of mine, but I don't go seeking out friendships with people who have obsessions with me. There's a difference between a fan of mine who reacts to my videos because they're entertaining, makes some content about me because that's what gets views, that I end up becoming friends with, than a random stan that posts thirst edits of me. Obviously a massive difference. There's a difference between a random stan in your Twitch chat that watches every stream because they love you, and a regular viewer that's in your community because they have common
Is he
interests
really
with you.
comparing himself to this kind of
At that
stuff?
point,
Are
they're
you
no longer a
serious?
fan. They're a friend, and in some cases becoming some of the most beloved couples on the internet. My point is that there's a lot of nuance. I think it's a responsibility of a creator to be able to recognize dynamics, avoid any weird ones. You can't just look at the fact that somebody follows you or has watched a couple of your videos and write them off as, oh, they're a fan, therefore we can have no conversation.
I don't know, I felt
was
kinda
also
icky
fans
about
of a lot
that.
of my friends before I became friends with them. A lot of people that I ended up hiring as editors or artists or really anything are fans. And then of course you can become friends. Again, the whole point is that there's a lot of specifics to it. You can't just write somebody off completely. But again, that's fans, that's not stans. Otherwise, moving back to the next very important thing. Now, the second allegation is what I'm going to talk about in extreme
Oh, here we go,
The second
finally.
allegation came out soon after the first and said that the first allegation was why they were sharing their story. It was from a girl that claims that when she was 17, we inappropriately messaged. This did not happen. Let's get into the details. On September 23rd, 2020, Amanda messaged me from her personal Instagram account, sending a message that was clearly a fan message. She thanked me for saving her life, and I replied to this message. In September of 2020, I was a lot smaller than I am now, so I got a lot less DMs, and I was much more active in like the fan communities and replying to people. And all I replied was, "Oh, thank you for the kind words." And then I also replied, "Glad to make you smile," after she followed up with the message. I put a transcript of every Instagram message that I've ever sent her, linked in the description. It might not be every message that she sent me, because there's proof that she deleted Instagram messages to me. An old TikTok of hers has messages from me that wasn't in her post with the accusations.
Is that really
Those are
valid
messages,
though?
but
He
my
has a whole
transcripts, I didn't include
transcript,
those
but
in
like
the
these are not
video.
actual
But again,
screenshots.
it might not be all of them because I don't know what she deleted. I only know what she deleted from the thing she accidentally showed in her old TikTok of the deleted messages. Amanda, on the other hand, how are you doing, Dream? September 25th, the next day I replied, "I'm good, thank you. How are you?" Amanda, the same day, replied, "I'm doing okay. Could be better, could be worse. Thank you for asking." Amanda replied, "How's your kitty doing? I love cats." I replied and said she's doing amazing. September 28th, so 3 days later, Amanda said, "Dream, I need some advice. I'm trying to become a small streamer on Twitch, but not a single person joins my streams. How do I get an audience?" October 2nd, so a few days later, I replied and said, "Try and play with your friends maybe? Post clips to Reddit and stuff." And then she replied and said, "Okay, thank you," with a heart. The next day she messaged me again and said, "Dream, would you ever consider playing Among Us with me?" XD. I guess this was during the Among Us craze. We're still in 2020. October 5th, 2020, I replied, "Maybe," heart. Amanda said, "LOL, I'll take the maybe. That would be sick." I didn't reply. This is a month and a little bit later. Amanda said, "Hi, Dream." And then she sent another message that was deleted after she made the allegations. But we don't know what it was. We only know the last couple characters. And again, we only know it exists because she messed up and included it in an old TikTok of hers. And then I replied and later and said, "Hi." Amanda said, "How are you?" November 16th, so that's another few days later. I replied and said, "Good, good. How about you?" She replied and said, "I'm pretty good. Thank you." November 30th, so another 2 weeks later, Amanda said, "Hi, Dream. I want to actually become a streamer like you and your friends. I'm just so uneducated on what supplies I need. Can you recommend me all the products I need to successfully stream, like computer, cam, mic, headset, etc.? You have no idea how I would appreciate it." December 5th, 2020, so like a week later, I replied and said, "Almost everything I have was recommended by Bad Boy Halo. Haha." Amanda replied, and she sent another message.
Jesus
that
Christ,
she
this is
deleted
so
after she made the
long.
allegations. But again, we won't know what it was. December 26th, so almost a month later, Amanda sent a video. We don't know what the video was. I don't think it was opened. I don't know though. I didn't reply. January 5th, Amanda said again, "Hi, Dream. I just want to say happy late New Year and Merry Christmas. Congratulations on everything you've accomplished this year. I hope I am fortunate enough one day to be as successful as you. If you could tell me what kind of computer you have, that'd be great." January 16th, so 11 days later, I replied, "Thank you." Amanda replied, deleted message, and then part of it was, "How are you?" But obviously I didn't reply. April 13th, so a long time later, Amanda messaged me again and said, "Hi." I replied, "Hi." Amanda said, "How are you?" I said, "Decent. How are you?" She said, "I'm all right. Thank you." Then she said, "I heard some snippets of the song you're working on, and I really like it. You have a really nice singing voice." I replied on April 14th, "Thank you." So that was the next day. She said, "You're welcome." And then December 26th, so that was like a long time later, she messaged me and said, "Merry late Christmas."
Merry Christmas.
I didn't reply. January 10th, she messaged me and said, "Hi, my Snapchat was banned and I have no friends. How are you?" I replied 2 days later and said, "How TF does a Snapchat get banned?" Amanda replied and said, "I'm pretty sure it's because I posted videos of me smoking, but all my memories from 2014 are gone. So sad." I replied the next day and said, damn. And then she replied that same day and said, yeah, it sucks. How are your holidays? I replied the next day and said, good, good. How about you? And then Amanda replied that same day and said, pretty good. You may be wondering at this point, why are you replying to her?
Honestly, yeah, I'm wondering that too.
You're taking days or weeks to reply, and then when you do reply, it's very dry. Well, Instagram has a really stupid feature that makes it so that once you've replied to someone's DMs once, you can't remove their ability to personally message you unless you block them. You cannot be following them. You can delete them from your inbox. They can still message you and pop up in your notifications. I'm showing an example on screen of my DM continuing to pop up on my alt account just to show how it works. Obviously, given I replied to Amanda back in 2020 when I had a much smaller community, she was stuck in my inbox for the rest of time. You can temporarily delete someone from your inbox and it deletes all of your message history to them.
Should have blocked her then.
They can still message you with now a blank DM history. So at one point, wanting her to stop DMing me, I swiped her out of my inbox multiple times. It's actually completely provable that I did do this. I'm showing a video of my Instagram DMs to Amanda now, where they start in December of 2021, much later than her original DMs. Because you can't delete other people's individual messages and you can only delete entire conversations, this proves 100% that I was trying to delete her ability to message me in 2021. It also shows a problem. The only messages that I can see from Amanda were from December 2021 onward. I had no context or recollection of her original messages to me that made it clear that she was a really big fan. I don't remember everyone that messages me, who they are, where I know them from, so on. She messaged me from her personal Instagram, had no connections to any fan accounts, didn't send me any more fan messages, and she had DM'd me many times talking about content creation and streaming, some of which she deleted. She seemed very normal, friendly, and implied strongly that she was overage. What I thought about her age doesn't matter that much because nothing inappropriate happened, but it does matter to show my mindset because I don't go around befriending underage girls or people that are obsessed with me or my content. To the best of my knowledge, she was neither. Continuing with the transcript, now we get to the very end, which was our first real conversation. This one was about music, which makes sense. It's something I'm really passionate about. At the time, I was working on a song called Trust Issues and some other random music projects, and in the middle of us talking about music, I gave her my Snapchat. I said, add me on Snapchat, and she said, sure thing, just added you. I was sharing music snippets with a bunch of people at the time, and as we were talking about music, I wanted to share them with her. And I'm obviously not going to send snippets of a new song over Instagram. Now, I've pretty much always used Snapchat as one of my main forms of communication. It was actually the first social media I ever got because a friend of mine wanted to start a streak with me, and it's something I started using a lot more when I became faceless on YouTube. Because yeah, stuff is deleted. You don't have to stress over people analyzing or leaking everything you say. And for me, even for something as simple as a picture of my cat, people used to zoom into my cat's eyes to look at the reflection.
Oh yeah, that's freaking crazy. How could they do that,
not
honestly?
uncommon at all. So of course I felt much more comfortable using Snapchat during this period, especially with people that I wasn't great friends with, but even with my best friends. Now let's go over her actual claims in detail. Amanda claims that after I added her on Snapchat on January 17th, 2022, that we started sexting. She showed that her birthday, when she would turn 18, is on February 17th, exactly a month later. She claims that we sexted from around the 17th of January, the day I added her on Snapchat, to the 10th of February, and then that it stopped. She said that while she was still underage, we exchanged nudes. Her evidence of this was 2 photos of, supposedly me, from after she was 18, complimenting her. Her final important claim was that she traveled to Orlando in August and that we planned to meet up and have sex. And I just want to make sure that I blatantly deny this before continuing. None of this is true. And now I'm going into more detail. Now, unfortunately, because she didn't provide any proof of these things, it's difficult to be specific about some of the things she claimed. It's much easier to completely make up that something happened than it is to prove that it never did. Like if I said right now, prove to me 100% that you never sexted a specific person that you've had on Snapchat at any point, it would be impossible to do. But what I can do is lay out all the inconsistencies, talk about the proven lies, the specifics, point out questions that were never asked, and provide all of the evidence that I have. And I believe that luckily, that's way more than enough. So first, I want to talk about the timeline. Every contact we've ever had with each other before January 17th is the Instagram DMs, which I just read to you, which are now all public in their entirety in the description of this video, other than the messages that she deleted.
Oh, they are?
She claims that
Okay.
sexting started around January 17th and that sexting stopped February 10th.
So from the 17th to maybe February 10th is the time frame where we were sexting.
So even if we say that it started a couple weeks before it stopped, you'd have to believe that every message you've just seen, we went from that to sexting days later in 2022 before my face reveal. Even if you want to give her the maximum benefit of doubt and say that she confused the timeline, she turned 18 on the 17th, 1 week after she claimed the sexting stopped. So there's not much leeway. Secondly, we can talk about her Twitter. She tweeted out defending me from hate on my face reveal 10 days before the allegations and was liking my tweets, including a subscriber milestone.
Yeah, that does look bad,
2 days
honestly.
before she tweeted her allegations. With the timing of the face reveal and her allegation, my belief is that there was a lot of hate and that it's easy to get spiteful and join in on a hate train. I had ignored multiple of her Instagram DMs and Snapchat messages in recent months, and I had also made a new Snapchat that I
didn't add her on. I still used my old Snapchat occasionally, but I just rarely responded. That's my only real explanation for why she flipped so quickly from being publicly positive to me to lying about me, but I guess I'll never really know. Thirdly, the only photos she showed us
It does sound
were both
accurate.
pictures based on her own evidence after she was 18, meaning even if we give her the benefit of doubt and assume everything she's provided is real and truthful, she was 18 when these messages would have been sent, and I had no context to the fact that she was more than a small streamer. But on top of that, I unblocked her Snapchat, went through our Snapchat chats, and couldn't find either of the messages that she was talking about. I also downloaded all of our Snapchat logs using the Snapchat data tool, which she can do as well, and neither of the compliments that she showed were in the logs. Now, honestly, this is pretty useless information because there's almost no messages in the logs at all, but it's still extremely weird that she was asked for these logs many times. It takes 5 minutes to download, and she never did it. Probably because it doesn't support what she was saying. On top of those things, from everything she had told me, she was 19, and we had no inappropriate contact. The context of these messages would be a 22-year-old creator calling a 19-year-old streamer gorgeous on a birthday post while giving her a gift card as a birthday present. Finally, she said that we planned to meet up and have sex in August when she was in Orlando.
It was suggested that we meet up and have sex. I was either going to have him come to the resort I was at, or he was going to pick me up and bring him to his house.
First of all, this was before my face reveal. I did not leave my house. I was massively paranoid. I was not meeting up with a random person I had just met 2 months before my face reveal, let alone at a resort, which is what her claim was. I'm gonna go ahead and play a phone call with my mom just to.
Oh, really? He brought his mom into this thing?
How many times do you think that I left the house between 2021 and my face reveal?
Wow, I don't know, 3? Maybe 4.
What did I leave the house for whenever I left the house?
Well, I know you went to the dentist 3 times, and then I think one other time was when you had the kidney stones. So
oh yeah, you're at the hospital.
I think those were the only times you left the house, and we were worried because we didn't want you to call 911 because we didn't even know if they would come because of all the fake swattings and everything. So I had to come get you and take you to the hospital. So it was probably 5 times that you left.
Okay, what was the process when we did leave the house? What was the process like?
Crazy. I pulled into the garage, shut the garage door. You would get in the back seat, way back of the van, with a blanket over yourself, and you wouldn't come out from under the blanket until we were on the highway.
I was a little paranoid.
A little bit.
What was the inside of the house like? What precautions did we take?
Oh my gosh, it was like a cave. Every window was covered, even the high windows that were arches. We had to like tape curtains over them so that even a drone wouldn't be able to see in.
Oh shoot!
Everything
they took
was
a bunch of precautions.
Yeah, so
wow.
we had the banker come to the house because you wouldn't go out of the house, but we needed to set up bank accounts. Whatever it was that needed to happen, we were the ones that did it so that you didn't have to go out.
Okay, thank you, Mom.
You're welcome. I love you.
Oh, that was nice. That was nice. I like that. The way transcripts and illustration. Example why Twitter is cursed using the reflection in the cat's eyes to dox someone. To be fair, people brought his family into this when they spotted his parent house and stalked his little sister. Yeah, see, that's why, like, that's something, like, I really don't like. Like, I feel like as much as you hate a creator, you really shouldn't, like, you know, you really shouldn't, like, put yourself to that kind of, like, level of hatred for someone. I feel like that's really, really, like, low. That's really, really bad, especially. Man. See, for me, he didn't really deserve that kind of thing happening to him. That's, like, really sucky. Really don't like that. Alright.
Love you too. Bye. Again, as you can probably tell, what she claims definitely didn't happen. Either she's telling the truth and her story makes sense, or she's not, and it doesn't. Now, some other stuff to note. After her allegations, she deleted a lot of evidence. She unliked a lot of tweets she had liked. She deleted replies of hers on Twitter and TikTok that hurt her credibility or contradicted what she was saying. She deleted Instagram DMs to me and only got caught because she accidentally showed them in an old TikTok of hers, and that's all completely factual and documented. Later, she was bragging on TikTok, calling people doubting her jealous, saying, "I'm gorgeous and my favorite YouTuber thought so too. It's giving jealous." Not treating the serious situation that she claimed happened seriously at all. People also found old tweets of hers where she was replying very inappropriately to other streamer friends of mine. She was even banned from my friend's chats for saying she wanted to sit on his face. These accounts weren't linked to her Instagram, so I would have had no idea about them. She also replied to fans of mine questioning her with slurs. She also said that she was gonna lie and tell me that she was 18, but that she changed her mind, I guess.
So I was going to lie and tell him I was 18.
She said she would provide proof of the fact that she told me she was 17 and that I still sexted her tomorrow.
But I didn't, and
that proof will come out tomorrow.
And guess what? She never posted proof, because this never happened. She tweeted out thanking people for all the support and claimed at the end that I deleted our DMs, right as she tweeted this. And specifically said, my end too, which means her DMs too. Well, I just want to point out that this is impossible.
Yeah, you
There's
can't
not
do
a
that on
single
Instagram.
mainstream social media platform that lets you delete
Or
both
Twitter
people's
or
messages.
Discord.
And we only had each other on Instagram and Snapchat, where you can't do that on either. She claimed that she was laughing and was going to prove people wrong with pictures of my penis, to which, again, never happened. Lastly, she tweeted saying that she's getting the law involved and going to the police. Said she's going to put me in jail unless I confess. She said she would provide more evidence. She didn't. She said she would upload her Snapchat logs. She didn't. She said she would sue me. She didn't. And now I'm making this video. She provided absolutely no proof for any of her claims and said that she didn't have any because she wanted her favorite YouTuber to trust her, which could be a completely valid argument, except the pictures that she posted were from a second phone, meaning there was no risk of me knowing. She was taking pictures of compliments from a second phone, but has no evidence of anything sexual, has no evidence of us planning to meet up and have sex, apparently from after these pictures were secretly taken, has no evidence of a singular inappropriate message from me or her, or even anything at all that isn't a story reply from Snapchat's story page of all your friends. What's more likely? She happens to have no evidence of anything she's claiming, even from things she claimed happened after she was taking pictures secretly using a second phone, or she doesn't have any evidence because it didn't happen. She factually deleted and hid messages. She factually lied about me deleting messages that I didn't. She called people doubting her jealous of her, was banned from streamers' chats before this for posting sexual things, and she lied about having specific pieces of evidence that she never provided because they don't exist. If she's willing to factually lie, cover up, and hide things, how can you trust anything else she says as being representative of the truth? Lastly, once again, she said she was going to take legal action. She then tweeted a picture of the inside of a police station and also said,
Yeah, I remember this. I remember this was circulating.
That it's a process and that it could be days. And that's her last tweet. It's been almost a year and a half now. Obviously, nothing happened. I waited and waited. Then I got impatient, so I asked my legal team to look more into it. They got all of her information, and after filing many requests, they couldn't find anything. So, annoyed and still impatient, I asked them to get more specific. And after a lot of digging, my legal team was able to track down exactly where this picture is
They
from.
did?
Based on
What
the
the
colors
hell?
of the walls, the cameras, and a plaque outside the door. Then had someone go to the police
Oh my
station
God.
and requested specific records from this specific police station, and checked every record they could, criminal and civil.
I didn't find anything under either one of those names.
And there was no information at all. I was not even in their system.
So you're not listed in my system at all.
So if you want to believe everything she said, you have to believe either one of these two things. Either one, she lied, this photo is fake, she never filed anything, and if she's lying about that, why would she not be lying about literally everything else? Or two, the picture is real, and whatever story she told didn't even meet the minimum required standard of proof to file a single piece of paperwork that my legal team could find in over a year and a half. I
Good
also
on
sent a
him.
photocopy
Wow,
of
good on
my
the
driver's
freaking
license
legal team.
identification
Holy
to
crap.
this specific police station, a copy of Amanda's information, and let them know I was happy to answer any questions. To which, again, nothing ever happened. Not a single question, there was not a single case, accusation, or anything substantial enough to even have me in any system. And inevitably, when after this video, she makes another thread or another post reiterating the same lies that she has already said, or promising even more things that she never follows through on, go to the police or sue me. The standard of proof for you suing me is only proving that it's more likely than not that you're telling the truth. 51%. Come take my money. But she won't. Because if she does, they're not going to treat it like it's Twitter. She's going to have to address all the lies. She's going to have
Yeah,
to
she's gonna have to like
inconsistencies.
actually take
She's
it
gonna have
seriously.
address
She's
her
gonna
weird
have to like
comments, her false
say
promises,
everything.
her character, and most importantly, be held accountable in her real life for what she's saying. This isn't online drama. This is real life stuff. There are real victims that have been manipulated, abused, and taken advantage of. Amanda, you are hurting actual victims. You are diminishing the very real trauma that victims of grooming and abuse have gone through. You are making it harder for real victims of abuse to come
What? This
forward.
Gumbo
You are
versus
not
Dream?
a
Oh
victim.
my
You are
god.
not doing a good
I
thing.
can't believe
No matter
this.
how terrible you think I am, or that the ends justify the means, you are hurting victims. Just in case this video isn't enough for you to realize that, check your mailbox. And that's all I have to say about these allegations. Now,
All right, I feel like I feel like he's covered the whole thing really. This won't stop because people want to cause trauma and Twitter and children will follow any lies someone sends. Sorry, just re-sandwich. Okay. Indeed, not like I've ever trusted burner accounts with fake editors. They're just writing the background of Dream is cancelled party. Of all the burners are usually children thinking they're doing police work or justice by trying to take someone down with anything that someone says. Still, I'm gonna wait until someone analyzes this and goes in depth before I think this is all true. Honestly, I'm really watching this with like I'm really watching this at like a very like pretty like unbiased. Like I'm not really like hating on Dream right now. But at the same time, I'm not really like supporting Dream. I'm like just taking it all in, honestly. But I feel like with this first allegation that he's like really like dug through it. I feel like he has like shown like he's definitely feel like he definitely debunked this kind of thing, especially the first one. Yeah, most people don't do their own research or don't even listen to others' research, just hop on a bandwagon because it's popular. I agree, but he has showed every evidence for everything. So far, I'm gonna believe him. I'm starting to believe. I feel like he's taken down one allegation. I feel like that's already been established. Okay. You know what? This is taking forever, right? This is taking forever. I'm not gonna lie. This is taking ages. Right? So what happened after? I'm not gonna watch this. I'm not gonna watch any of this. I'm not gonna watch this. Because I feel like maybe should I watch it? I don't know. Because at this point I just want to watch the allegations, if I'm being honest. What do you think? Should I just watch like everything else, or should I just watch the allegations? By going to watch the AMSR of Wood, hope to see your true life, shouldn't think you're going to star. Alright, see you. Should I just watch the specific allegations one, or should I actually watch like the whole video? Because I feel like he's just really like talking about everything. It's important? You think so? You think I should just like watch everything? Mayhem is a bit important. You're skipping the most important parts. No, because I'm just debating. Please watch the Dream versus him part. It's awesome. Alright. I will. You can speed it up. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I have to take everything. I feel like I have to take everything into account. Like I kind of want to speed it up, but at the same time I don't want to like miss anything, you know. But okay, I'll watch everything. I'll watch everything as much as like I feel like I just want to watch the allegations. Please watch the Dream. All right, bet. Let's just watch that segment.
Before continuing with other stuff, I want to talk a little bit about what happened after these allegations. After these allegations and after my face reveal, I'll be honest, I lost a lot of motivation. I distanced myself from Minecraft, and I even thought about quitting and retiring. Of course, it was pretty scary, and I just wanted to be able to upload Minecraft videos and have fun with my friends without worrying about people trying to ruin my life or attack my family or make up lies about me. And after all the swatting and doxing and fake allegations, it really just felt not worth it anymore. But also, I had basically been stuck inside for the majority of the last 4 years, so I just thought I'd step back for a little bit. I traveled with my friends, I met a lot of creators for the first time, I worked on music, had my tour, and really just stepped back from my online life. And I feel like during this time, I really disappointed a lot of my friends and their fans as a result. I didn't spend as much time on the finale of the Dream SMP as I should have. I wasn't good at communicating about anything, really, including important stuff for some people. I wasn't very inactive on everything, and I pretty much isolated myself from most creators that weren't in my immediate circle. There was a looming cloud over me, and I felt bad talking to people because I didn't want to bring any negativity towards anyone. Later on, I got pretty insecure about my creator friendships that weren't people that I was super close with before YouTube. And even though everyone that I was friends with was very supportive and had my back and would reassure me privately, I still couldn't help but worry that because there were people online spreading hateful things about me, that it would impact their view of me personally. At one point, I ended up making a massive mess.
Oh my god, not this thing. I remember this.
Because he wasn't replying to me.
It's embarrassing.
We had both made translation mods, and people were claiming that we were copying each other. It was just a mess. I was 100% wrong with taking anything public. Anything that can be handled in private should be handled in private.
Yeah, you should have handled this in private. I don't know why he was public about it.
Totally screwed up even by my own standards. It was completely driven by fear and insecurity over my friendships, and it was not something that Quackity deserved at all. If Quackity didn't want to reply to me about it or wanted to ignore it, that was entirely within his right to do, especially given the awkward circumstances of everything. I'm extremely proud of everything Quackity has done with his project, the QSMP. Genuinely, he did it way better than I ever could have. It's incredible, and everyone really should go check it out. I should have focused completely on the good that came from it all and not let myself get stuck on trying to.
Yeah, he really should have fixed that. Honestly, he should have been like more like
his own thing with his own community. Again, there's a lot of things that can.
Because I'll be honest,
but at the end of the day,
Dream really did kind of ruin his like
for creating unnecessary
connections with Quackity and everything.
Try and understand my mindset, where I was coming from, and that even if it doesn't seem like it, it's all from a place of love and care for my friends and the community. It was just an emotional time.
Yeah, he should have definitely did this better.
Obviously, even more time passed, and again, there was nothing new with the allegation. There was no updates. I talked to a lot of people for updated advice, lawyers, people with experience, and everyone told me that it's in my best interest to stay quiet. As time went on, I disagreed more and more and decided that I was going to respond against their advice. So during a live stream, I mentioned that I was going to respond soon and talked about the allegation a little bit. And of course, after this, clips of what I said were taken out of context.
Yeah, I should have just listened, honestly.
To grooming and a lot of other really impactful lies. And of course, because of this, a lot of people on Twitter took it as an opportunity to joke about me being a pedophile
and one of those people was named Nicholas Kento. If you don't know who that is,
Oh
he's the
my
voice
god,
actor
not
from
this
Gumball,
thing.
Diego from Dora, and one of the turtles in
Dream versus Gumball.
I had a
Holy
terrible experience
crap.
in real life with this person, so I replied to him talking about it and defending myself, and this situation blew up. I don't think I've ever gotten more hate in my life. September 23rd, I went to a friend of mine's birthday party in Austin, Texas. When I showed up, Nicholas Kento was there. He was already drunk and was drinking. He was being very aggressive to me throughout the night. I didn't know him. This was my
Wait,
first time
what?
meeting him, and we were not friends. Eventually, while on FaceTime to share with friends, he kicked me out of it. Again, this was my first time ever meeting him. I was there for another
Oh
hour
my
or
god,
so,
he
and
really
then
added
the party. Everyone
bro.
decided to Uber together because it was late and there wasn't many of us there.
No way,
Nicholas
this
ended
is
up in the
real.
front seat of the Uber that I was in, despite my apprehension. I thought, what's the worst that could happen? It's an Uber ride.
Jesus Christ, he put Gumball
He ended up
characters.
dropping his phone out of the Uber window.
Oh
in the
my
middle of the
god.
highway, and after he got out to look for it, the police showed up and stopped him from looking
Bro.
because it was dangerous and dark. Eventually, the Uber driver
Dude.
convinced Nicholas to leave.
Well, I want to promise you I'm sober, so if you guys want to conduct a sobriety test.
Hey, look, hey, we're about to head out.
And after we left, the Uber driver was trying to give advice to Nicholas on the police, telling him that he could have been arrested, and Nicholas did not like what he had to say.
You're retarded. You're
Oh, jeez.
Down syndrome. I don't give a how far did you go in your education?
Who cares? Of course, I started to get involved and argue with Nick, defending the Uber driver, and Nick did not like that at all.
Either you're going to be paralyzed or you're going to be dead. Like, I'm serious.
Okay, man.
And he was saying this, of course, after he had already assaulted me. While this was all happening, one of the other two people in the car with me that I also just met that night was recording him. He was aware of this, and he was actually
Jesus,
the one that
oh my
asked me to
god.
record it.
Thanks for recording, by the
What
way.
is this,
Honestly.
editing?
But yeah, this YouTube video is going to be nuts. Subscribe to the Kento Network. Tune your sets right there.
Oh frick. Sorry. Ads fucking suck. Oh, I'm sorry for cursing also. There, he took accountability. He could just mend those creative friendships now. Yeah, he should have handled it better, but the important thing is learn from mistake. You better not hold it over someone's head and let it define you. It all starts with jokes, but they just eat up and think real over time. Okay, let's start this again.
The next day, Nicholas sent me a very nice DM saying that he was sorry for hitting me, that he was having a really rough night, and that he was high and drunk, and said that he was sorry for spreading false allegations that he knew nothing about, saying that he recognized it could ruin people's lives. Complimented me, called me humble, grounded, and a good human. I didn't accept this apology, but I moved on, and honestly, I felt kind of bad for him. I recognized that he was once a child actor, and I feel like there's a lot of bad stuff in that industry, so I felt a little bit of sympathy. I hoped he would just learn from the mistakes he made that night and move on. But then, of course, Nicholas started tweeting, spreading the same lies about me that he had already apologized for spreading and recognized could ruin people's lives. He was also wishing death upon me publicly in Twitter replies, and that's when I realized it wasn't just one bad night, and people needed to know about this. After I shared my experiences with him, he denied everything. He DM'd me saying I was lying, saying that if there wasn't video proof, it's all lies. He tweeted denying it all, which he deleted. And then he tweeted lying more about the situation, but also admitting to some stuff.
Slapbox
He
you
blatantly
from the
lied about the
nose.
fact that he tipped the Uber driver when he didn't. He blatantly lied about me sending unsolicited dick pics to people.
Oh,
he
Jesus,
also deleted that
bro.
tweet almost immediately after. He blatantly lied about the reason he hit me and claimed I called the girl a whore and got slapped for it, which again was later recanted, but not after millions of people had already seen those lies. Nicholas tried DMing one of the people that was in the Uber that night with us to try and get them on his side as a witness. That caused the person, who I didn't know at all, to message me and tell me that they had videos of him being horrible from that night and that they don't like that he's pretending to be innocent. I asked them if they'd be willing to send me the videos so I could back up my story since he was denying it and lying, and they told me that he was threatening them to make sure they didn't give me the videos. After I ended up finally getting the videos, I posted them. I needed to defend myself
I
against
watched
the
this
lies that
video.
he was telling and wanted to share the proof. I also posted
Jeez,
screenshots of texts
131
between
million.
the Uber
Oh
driver
my
confirming
god.
that he had blatantly lied and didn't even tip the Uber driver. After I posted this, Nicholas went silent, deleted his tweets, and hasn't said anything publicly since. People still think that I lied and faked the Uber driver's text, or many other lies that were falsely spread by Nicholas or other people online. So I got in contact with the Uber driver from that night.
Wait,
interviewed
what?
him, and I'll let him speak for himself to help clear some things.
Wait.
Hey, what's the worst that can happen? It's an Uber drive. And yeah,
Is that the Uber driver? Are you for real?
It happened.
Either you're going to be paralyzed or you're going to be dead.
Oh my god, he actually got the
What's going
freaking
on,
Uber
man?
driver.
This is our Uber driver, who happens to be one of the highest rated Uber drivers in all of Texas. He agreed to come share his recollection of what happened, so I'm just gonna let him talk.
When I picked you guys up, you know, he had a lot of energy. He was wild, like putting his head outside filming. The phone
He
dropped
got the
out of the
Uber
car.
driver,
When the cop
what?
showed up, the cop came up to the car at first and was talking to him. And the way that he was speaking to the cop, he was speaking like down on the cop. And I'm like, man, like, you need to be quiet because you're going to go to jail if you keep talking to the cops like that. As soon as I said that, not even 20 seconds, the cop came and he was like, you get out the car, you're going to jail. I'm trying to save you from going to jail because I don't want nobody to go to jail, period. He kept saying something about like IQ. Like he felt like he was better. And I was like, nobody cares about your IQ. There's a lot of people with high IQs in jail right now. So what are you gonna tell them? You're gonna talk to them and say that you're a child star while you're in jail? So I was like, I'm trying to help you out. I don't want you to go to jail, even after you're acting crazy and wild, which most Uber drivers would have left you. You never said
for real,
anything
for
negative
real.
towards him while he was saying all
Honestly.
this stuff. Majority of the stuff didn't make it on the tape. I think he was going through a lot of other things besides just being drunk. And the thing is, it doesn't really matter what he was on, what he was going through, the way he was acting, it was unacceptable. 50 or 60%, I may be wrong about the number, but something like that of all violence has alcohol in it. So if that was the case, all these people would be getting away with it. Like y'all kept saying, I'm sorry, like we just met him.
You're gonna be forgotten like the dust in the sand when you're in the Sahara and there's 100 million, 1,000 billion sand particles. You're gonna be one of those, and I'm gonna be a statue erected in gold.
Yeah, he went all into the Egyptian king and the like. He's real creative.
Yeah, did he ever tip you anything?
No, that was another lie. Well, I don't know why he said that. And you know what? At the end of the day, it doesn't even matter about the tip or anything like that. Don't say it if you're not going to do it, and don't say it at all. I wasn't begging you guys for a tip or anything like that. Man, it was an eventful night. I don't know why a lot of people think that you were the one that was doing all these things and making.
Yo, this Uber driver should like get a raise or something from Uber.
He was the
damn.
one that was trying to stop everything the most.
I posted like literally just like 2 screen caps of text from you, and everybody was saying they were fake. It was one of the messages where you said like there needs to be more people like you in the world or something, and they're like, when would somebody ever say that?
Because they didn't experience you in that manner, right? Yeah. Those are my real words, and I did feel that way. So I'm letting you guys know right now, all those text messages, that was me saying it. Dream did make the situation better. Everybody coming at Dream.
Well, good on him. Good on Dream, man.
It was nothing like that. And now you're telling me how you got hit, and it showed me who you are. The first impression of somebody is a lasting impression. And you were nothing but respectful since you got in the vehicle. And you tried to de-escalate everything that was going on. All the people in the back, Nicholas, if you are listening, really do some deep diving in yourself and figure out what the real issue was. Do a lot of soul searching, because you are intelligent, because I could tell some of your comebacks and what were you saying, but the way you were acting was more of a cry for help. Whatever you're going through, you got to fight and you got to get some help. Don't fight other people, fight what you're going through. At the end of the day, I know we all make bad decisions and we have to learn the lesson.
Yeah,
from
true.
it. And this was just a bad
Very
decision
true.
that you made, and just learn from it. And all the different YouTubers and all the different people that were commenting about the situation. I do understand the entertainment part of it, right? And it's just seen a lot of memes and everything, but I was reading a lot of comments.
Oh
He was
my
saying
God.
this, or he was saying that, or it doesn't make sense. All that stuff doesn't mean anything if you were not there. It's just speculation. And if somebody older is trying to help you guys out, my advice is for you guys to listen. That's it. That's all you have to do. But you don't have to be negative towards them. And we have to stick together because there's so many things that keep us apart.
This is a
right?
cool
Just
Uber
like if
driver.
you
I
look
wish
at it,
I wish he was my Uber driver.
Dream and the voice for Gumball. How about you and Nicholas have a sit down with me? We talk all the issues and all the problems out, and we can show people how bringing things together from a negative to a positive. And that was, see how that spreads. It's in the universe.
Amazing, man. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming on.
I posted a longer version of this.
Oh, that was great, actually. That was a great Uber driving. Holy moly. Terrell, the closest thing to a Giga Chat. Honestly, yeah. Wow, that was actually a really goated segment, honestly. I like that. I like how he brought out the Uber driver for this kind of thing. Oh, frick, I forgot I muted this.
Now, before I show you the video on my second channel, if you'd like more context, we talked for a long time. Now, before I show you the most insane, hair loss inducing I have ever seen on Twitter that took place after I posted this video of him, I need to reiterate a couple facts. 1, I just met Nicholas. He was already drunk when I met him. 2, the party was not my party. I did not provide alcohol to anyone. 3, I did not know how old Nicholas was. And here's a video of what Nicholas said after I found out his age and critiqued him for drinking in front of the cops.
Why are you a narc pedophile?
4, I was not the one recording, and I only posted the video because he was lying and saying unless there's video proof, it didn't happen. So yeah, now that that's clarified, enjoy.
Wait, what am I watching though? What's this like? I wish Terrell was like my bus driver, so like every day I would be inspired by wisdom every day. Honestly, yeah, he seems like a cool guy. Oh, I'm scared. What is this? What is this? Dream did what? Oh yeah, there was a bunch of animations from all of that. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. It's pretty loud. Oh, what the frick? They really doxed him over that shit? Oh, sorry for cursing. What the frick? Nah, that's like beyond weird, honestly. They really doxed him after that.
It got insane.
For real?
Tweets doxing me and my friends and family got tens of thousands of likes. I have never seen that in my life. So I just want to talk very briefly about how serious doxing and swatting can be. It's a common thing for people to say that I don't think doxing is serious. In a clip that got a lot of attention from a stream of mine a while ago, I said that if you have 7 followers on Twitter, you shouldn't stress over being doxed. I don't stand by that, and I
Yeah,
didn't
doxing is
minimize
disgusting.
doxing at all. I had just said before that
Freaking
if you dox
doxers,
people who
bro.
are not a part of my community, that I don't support you, and that it's disgusting. It can happen to anyone, and it can be serious to anyone. I was just trying to make the point that it's less likely
That's
to happen
not
to somebody
cool,
that's
dude.
smaller, because people have less reasons to target them, and that if they were targeted, they had less reason to actually follow through on anything. But it's just not something that
I'm just saying, you're
said or
doxing the
something I
wrong
should have
people, bro.
explained, as it made it seem like I was supporting doxing when I just wasn't at all. I have always said that doxing is extremely serious.
It definitely is. It's definitely a serious
and I don't think
matter.
people even realize
Very
how
serious
It's
topic.
not just haha funny, send a pizza to someone's house. It's attempted identity
People actually
theft by
die
my
from this
family
kind of
members and
stuff.
friends, credit cards being signed up for in people's names, fans or people who dislike you showing up at your house or your family's house to try and break in, trackers being put on your family members' cars, people showing up at your little sister's job, SWAT teams being called to you in your family members' houses,
Yeah,
bomb
that's
threats,
frick.
and the FBI having to make sure
So
you're
messed
okay,
up.
people calling your 80-year-old grandma pretending to be you and terrorizing her. That's all stuff that has happened to me, my family, and my friends. They're not hypotheticals. This isn't just that you don't like Dream. It's not just me whose life you're putting at risk and who you're harassing. You're going after an 80-year-old woman who has done nothing to you. It's not just me you're hurting when you make up lies or spread horrible things. It's the 50 employees I have who also have families and lives. It's all of my friends and anyone that's ever been associated with me. It's my family, my grandparents, and most importantly, actual victims who have gone through traumatic things. And that's not even talking about the stuff that hasn't happened to me, but has happened to other people. Pets and people being shot by police officers during swattings. People breaking in with
So
a gun
bad,
to kill
man.
a YouTuber they don't
So
like.
sad.
It's incredibly serious, and it's not okay. That wasn't even the end of the craziness, though. That was the beginning. Because then, during the midst of all the Nicholas drama, someone tweeted out this, accusing me of sexting a 16
Oh, here we go.
girl named Jamie. Because I was currently the
Here
internet
we go.
punching bag, and it was proof that the punching was justifiable, it was spread very quickly, without a lot of questions being asked. Before I break it down, I want to immediately say that this is not true. I did not groom anyone, I did not groom Jamie, and I would never be inappropriate with someone underage. When they posted this allegation, attached was a video. That, of course, went viral. It was a video from another phone of a Snapchat being opened, supposedly from Dream, that had moaning in the background and a very sexual caption. This is the clip in its entirety without audio.
Oh, thank God he didn't like actually like put this audio on. Frick.
They also attached screenshots of Discord DMs between anonymous people who were claimed to be two friends of Dream's and said it was them discussing me having sexted a minor. In these screenshots, they say that I was confronted about it and that I admitted it. I've shown you every piece of evidence they posted without changes, and I've mentioned everything that they've claimed. Now, just to reiterate, this is not true. Every piece of evidence is either out of context, edited, blatantly lied about, or presented in a very disingenuous way. Again, I did not groom anyone. I also was never confronted about grooming by any of my friends. Now, of course, when something like this is claimed, it's extremely serious, so I'm gonna break it down in detail. Okay, so who is this accusation from? It's from an anonymous burner account, made
Yeah.
the day of the accusation, which is interesting. So we don't know who they are, but we do know who the victim is. Jamie, right? And how old did they say she was? They said 16/17, okay. So what else do we know about Jamie? They said she left the internet in 2020. So because they apparently can't, let me tell you who Jamie is. I follow Jamie on Twitter, which people quickly pointed to as proof. As you can see, Jamie is also followed by Skeppy, Verb, and Spifey, other YouTubers from the community. I met Jamie when I wasn't even a YouTuber. I had just posted my first ever YouTube video less than a month before. I had less than 100 followers on Twitter the month that I met her. I made a lot of friends around this time because I wasn't a big creator and I was part of a lot of online communities as a fan. She played on Bad Boy Halo's Minecraft server and was a fan of Skeppy. I was trying to grow and make connections, and I had pretty much just made my Twitter account, so I made a lot of friends. Many people from this time I'm still friends with to this day. People claiming that me following her is proof that I sexed underage fans or groomed her at all is ridiculous. These claims are completely false. They were right about her age. She's 21 now, so she was around 17 4 years ago. That's about the only correct thing they said this entire time. Like, remember they said she quit the internet in 2020 as a convenient way to excuse any questions about her? Well, she didn't. She liked a tweet from last month, actively tweeted all of 2022, and she changed her bio and Twitter account name when this happened, just wanting to be left alone? That's interesting. And she actually tweeted saying she only privated her account because some of her IRL friends were finding it and she didn't want them to. I wonder why they lied about that. Maybe because the person who's claiming this doesn't know Jamie, doesn't know anything about Jamie.
Oh, so this is just like they're just using her name then.
And is being malicious and making
Oh,
whatever they
okay.
can to end my career. Let's talk about some other stuff. They also said they posted the videos with permission, which of course makes the videos seem much more real. Well, it's apparently me and I didn't give them permission, and it's apparently sent to Jamie and she didn't give them permission. She quit the internet. She couldn't have. They even critiqued Moist Critical for his video, saying how terrible it was, claiming that I admitted that the Snapchats were real, which I never did. In their original tweet, they notably say when she had her age in her bio, which seems oddly specific, just to remove the few people that would say, well, what if he didn't know her age? When even in their own proof, which is random Discord messages with no context or who the messages even are, in another part of their screenshot, anonymous person number 2 says this, but for some reason,
he didn't
that's
know her
cropped out of
age?
their tweets because they don't even
Dude.
know what the screenshots they're using as evidence say. They
Oh
don't
my
care
God.
about the truth. They're just making things up as they go. And because it's a claim against me, people will just believe it. They can say Jamie left the internet. No proof, but I guess she did. They say they got permission to post these videos. I guess they did. They post a video of Snapchats. Say it's mine. They never show the Snapchat profile or any proof that it's my Snapchat, but I guess you can't change your Snapchat name for free to anything at any time as many times as you want. So it must be Dream. No more evidence needed. They're telling the truth. Even with what little context and evidence they have to crop things and lie to try and hide the fact that they know nothing. But the burner seemed so confident. They couldn't be being malicious. They even put in their bio that if Dream reached out, they would personally give him their information so that he could sue them because everything they were saying was 100% true. Oh, what? That's not in their bio anymore? That's weird. I wonder why they removed that. They did reveal who they got the original screenshots from. So let's see what that person has to say and why the burner was so confident in their claims. Quote, I don't know Jamie. I've never known her. I've never had a private or a public interaction with her at all. Unquote. Wow, seems like they have a whole lot of information. So I reached out to them to try and find anything that I could find to find out what this was even about, because I've never been confronted by one of my friends for grooming, and I've never groomed anybody. So I found out who was anonymous in these messages, and let's hear what they have to say.
These screenshots are extremely out of context and used disingenuously to tell a story about Dream that isn't true at all. I haven't spoken to Dream in a very long time, but to my knowledge, he has not interacted with underage fans inappropriately or in any way that could be considered grooming. These DMs were posted by the burner without my permission and without ever contacting me beforehand. They were sent to the burner by a vulnerable person that was upset and being taken advantage of while under the influence of alcohol. I want to be anonymous and stay completely out of this because all of the terrible stuff I've seen happen to everyone mentioned on both sides is very scary. This conversation was private in my life, and no one deserves to have their personal life dug through because of anonymous people making false claims without knowledge or context about anything they're saying.
This person was not involved at all and did not consent to anything. Now, if you're a little confused, I am too. This is a burner account making up things. Their story makes no sense. Okay, so let's just summarize this.
Oh frick, no more ads, bro. It's getting it's starting to make sense. Goes to show how much free time people have to do all this. I knew beforehand the money thing was fake, but this pretty much dug this burner's grave. Honestly, yeah.
It is from an anonymous Twitter account that was made the same day as the allegation. This
Here we
anonymous
go.
person claims that I groomed a girl named Jamie. They did not ever contact Jamie. They did not know Jamie. They got none of their information from Jamie. They even incorrectly said that she quit the internet years ago when she's still active to this day. They posted videos claiming to be from me to a minor. They never showed proof that it was from me or my Snapchat profile. They never showed proof of who it was to. They cropped context from screenshots, lied publicly and said I admitted the videos were from me. They falsely alluded to the fact that the victim gave them permission and ended up causing massive harassment and terror to Jamie, who they said was a victim of mine. The person in the screenshots claims that I'm not a groomer, that they're extremely out of context and that the burner doesn't even know what was being discussed, and that now their personal life is being dug into due to an anonymous burner account. On top of that, no one even taps to open the Snapchat. There's no finger, you can't open snaps with a button, but it doesn't even matter because you can see that no buttons were pressed. So how did it open? Nobody touches the screen. You can't open a Snapchat without tapping the button to open it. So ignoring the fact that there's no proof it's even me, how is this video even real? How did it open? The video doesn't even make sense. People have also pointed out that frames are missing and that the normal Snapchat animation doesn't play at all. But despite all of that, hardly anyone asked any questions. If you replied asking any questions, you got called a groomer supporter. Despite the fact that the proof was a video of a video of a video from screenshots of DMs
Jesus
of
Christ.
screenshots of DMs. You have to go 4 people deep to find anyone that has ever talked to Jamie. I'm not even in any of these screenshots. And the video of the video of the video has like 10 frames where you see the name Dream. Most people spreading this did 0 research. But wait, they reported me. They even reached out to the Orange County Police, my local police. They put it in writing, put their name on it, and solidify that their claims are...
Is he gonna go to the police? Oh my god. Come on.
Thank you for calling the Orange County Sheriff's Office. To continue in English, press 1. To continue in Spanish.
My name is...
Here we go.
I have a YouTube channel and I live stream and stuff, and long story short, very recently someone anonymously posted a bunch of like fake stuff online saying that I'm a pedophile, and of course it's from like a burner, like anonymous burner account, can't really, you know, whatever. But anyway, in their post they said that they called and talked to the Orange County Sheriff's Office about it, and of course they said that to try and like make me look guilty for being like a predator somehow. But I guess I wanted to call and try and get more information, I guess.
What's your name?
Gavin Leonards and looking it up and other police stuff.
People are there, they're slandering you. There's nothing, and this is we have a very broad database. Nothing, no interaction. I did last name, last name,
Nothing.
0.
Really? They found nothing?
So there's nothing. No report.
Oh my gosh.
Nothing. Your name has nothing next to it. There's not even. So if you would like to make a report and you feel like someone is harassing you, all right. But whoever's telling you that stuff, you may need to file a complaint because that's harassment, and that's called slander. And you do have civil rights, so you can make a report if you want.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
All right. Merry Christmas.
All right. Merry Christmas. Bye.
And not that taking legal action as an anonymous source would prove anything, but just to be clear, I have searched far and wide, sent open access requests to police departments.
So you're not listed in my system at all.
And all police records are public in Florida, where I live. Not a single person has filed anything against me. Anything. Even though every claimant has claimed that they have. Again, not that it would prove anything if they did. It would be disproved in court, but not a single person did. I also don't have any civil cases brought against me, meaning no one has officially accused me of anything from anywhere, despite, again, every single person claiming they have. This is public record. But despite everything you've just heard before this in this video, when this tweet dropped, people were celebrating in the replies.
Jesus Christ.
Of a tweet that's supposed to be about a child being sexually abused. That is not okay, and just shows that you actually don't care about victims, about this. You just care about taking down Dream, which is the same thing the burner account cares about. They don't care about the truth. They don't care about what's real. They care about saying whatever they can.
Yeah, see, I never really like those kind of people that like just like really care about
They
that,
don't care
honestly.
about Jamie. And if you still don't believe me, let's hear a statement from Jamie herself, who seemed terrified, didn't want anything affecting her real life, wasn't a victim before, but is now, due to all the harassment and people spreading sexual things about her without her knowledge or consent. My name is Jamie. I want to make it very clear that I was never groomed. I definitely am not a victim of Dream. I don't know how or why people are using my name and information without having ever asked me if any of it's true. Everything claiming to be about me was posted without my consent. Leave me alone. I want nothing to do with this. I have been getting harassed by people, either saying I'm looking for attention or digging through my life trying to confirm things I want nothing to do with. Leave me alone. Jamie's Twitter account got locked for suspicious activity after she was blocking all of her friends so none of them would see the things being said online about her. She didn't quit the internet in 2020 like the burner claimed, but she probably will now. She had to change all of her social media ads, and people were messaging
Yeah,
friends
that's
of hers,
freaking
all because
terrible,
an anonymous
honestly.
person made a claim on her behalf
Using
without
her
even
name
knowing if
for
it's
all of
true,
this.
spreading sexual stories about her as a minor to millions of people, creating victims in the process. Hope it was worth it. So I'm sorry, Jamie. I'm sorry that you were used as bait. I'm sorry that you have your life being dug through by people. And I'm sorry to all victims that have to see this, that have more fear about coming forward, because all this is terrible and no one wins. And I'm sorry to anyone else that got involved or dragged into it. Sorry for those that were taken advantage of. I'm sorry for those that were lied to. Again, no one wins. It's incredibly hard to navigate these situations. There's no benefit to somebody putting their name and face out there to defend me or clear up complete lies if even when someone's completely in the wrong, they're still praised as a hero because it's against Dream. As I was literally about to post this video, another burner thread by a different burner was made about Jamie, claiming 24
Oh
pages of evidence that I
man,
groomed her.
this
And the very
thing.
first line of their document, the Twitter account Burner22 recently provided a screenshot of a Twitter DM conversation between them and someone by the name of Jamie. This is massively incorrect.
Okay, here we go.
A lie, and never happened, as you now know. The burner account was not any of the people in any of the messages, never spoke with Jamie, and the actual person in these messages has made a statement in this video debunking this, as well as Jamie. And this is the first line of their 24 pages. Their proof was all to show that I knew Jamie, followed Jamie, and that Jamie was a minor. All things that they didn't need to stalk her to do. Maybe let victims speak instead of digging into their lives. Their proof digs so much further into Jamie's life, including by stalking 4-year-old Twitter accounts of hers using the Wayback Machine, so that even content that she deleted and content from her private accounts are now being stalked. Leave her alone. This tweet has 40,000 likes in 10 hours as of me making this. This is ridiculous. Anyways, I tweeted when I first saw this claim, pointing a finger at someone that I thought was behind the burner account. I was messaged by multiple friends with proof linking them to the account. They were the only non-anonymous name on any of the screenshots, have a massive dislike for me, and were actively replying to the allegation. So my obvious assumption was that they are behind the account. This person used to be a friend of mine many years ago, and we are no longer friends for unrelated reasons. They claimed since that their only involvement was that when they were drunk and having a manic episode, that they sent some screenshots of stuff into a group chat with people that were asking them questions. They claimed that they have no other involvement. They said they don't know where the videos are from, that videos were never sent to her, and that the screenshots in her DMs were pictures and not actually videos. She claims that she did not send the screenshots, claiming that I groomed anybody, and that she had nothing to do with them being posted by the anonymous burner account. Now, if this is true, which I can assume it is, it's just another horrible thing the burner account did, taking advantage of a drunk person who was not having a good time and using their past with me to try and get dirt on
Yeah,
them.
that's
Is
fricked
just
up.
ridiculous.
That's messed up.
Now, I don't know who's behind the burner account because it's an anonymous account. And unfortunately, they removed the thing from their bio that said they'd tell me who they are so I could sue them. But regardless,
Still
my original
nothing.
tweets were
Wow.
worded poorly
Okay.
and people read into them, including her, and thought that I was claiming that the videos were real, but that I sent them to her.
Oh jeez, another freaking ad. I hate ads. I know before on the moment thing was fake, but this pretty much dug this burner account's grave, damn. And people's efforts to save a victim and stop an evil man, they ended up creating 2 victims, Jamie and Clay. I hate the internet sometimes. Yeah, I don't know. This is really fricked up.
Allegations were made, but I don't know how I would mean that. I only posted screenshots of her screen recording my chats to show that she was actively collecting information, but I see how if you don't know the dates or really anything, then you could think that. In my tweet saying I was making a video about this, I called the audio essentially unsubstantiated revenge porn, with revenge porn in quotation marks, while of course denying that I groomed anyone. People again took that as me admitting that the audio was real, even though I literally say essentially, unsubstantiated, and put revenge porn in quotation marks. It is incredibly violating to have audio spread to the masses saying that it's you moaning, that people think is you moaning. Whether it is you moaning or not, it could be anyone moaning. It does not matter. It's still violating. This is sent to your little sister saying it's you moaning. It doesn't matter that it's not you moaning. It's being said seriously that it is. This is, in essence, revenge porn. This isn't even the only time I've had claimed sexual stuff spread about me. Once, people spread a video that was like deepfaked or something of me sucking my own dick. It obviously wasn't me.
Jesus
but so many
Christ.
people thought it was, which even caused some YouTubers to make videos like this.
You guys know I've never been the biggest fan of the YouTuber Dream. But
Oh my god, not the freaking dramatic music.
that ends today. Dream sucked his own dick. You know, I thought this was some sort of joke. And then I saw the reply. a Rex piece.
But of course, while this was all going on
Jesus
Twitter,
Christ.
it just was okay to lie about me. And all the people posting fake screenshots and memes and taking things seriously from parody accounts just proves how easy it is to fake this stuff. So let's talk about fake allegations and how horrible they are. It's become a bit of a trend in the online space, or at least the gaming space, to fake grooming allegations. There have been fake allegations against Bad Boy Halo, which the person ended up tweeting and admitting they were fake and saying that they're just kids that
Yeah, I
made a mistake
remember this.
after
That was
we
messed
legally
up.
threatened them. There have been fake allegations made against Sapnap that, again, they admitted were fake. After I replied this time and called out something that was wrong with their story, they continued to lie and try and convince me, though. There have been false allegations against Carl, Rambo, Wilbur, probably every Minecraft gaming creator you know. Me saying any name doesn't even matter. Not everyone gets traction, and not everyone has as much effort put into it, but there have been hundreds. There were a few notable ones against me during the last month. One was disproved because it was proved that the video was edited based on a frame hop. Another was disproved because of a photo in the background was from Tumblr. But there was one thing
Jesus
similar
Christ.
between all of them. They all showed fake evidence. They all showed fake edited Snapchats. They all showed fake edited pictures or videos. And that is scary. But sometimes they didn't even need evidence. Someone tweeted out that I wasn't working on my video, that I was actually out meeting a fan I met when they were 16 at a bar, and that I got stood up and laughed at by everyone. And this just didn't even happen, but you don't even need any proof. It was Thanksgiving and I was charging my car by my grandparents' house, and I went to a non-alcoholic bar and played ping pong and was never stood up by anybody. They can just make up whatever they want and rudely take secret pictures of me, and people will believe it. This is crazy stalker behavior. They even said that I was the most ass ping pong player in the place when I was undefeated. They even had to lie and slander my ping pong record. And then of course, parody accounts are tweeting images like this one, faking me DMing them and threatening them legally, or lots of other stuff. And again, this just shows how easy it is to fake stuff, especially when you're a burner account that has no accountability. One of the people that made the fake allegations even tweeted that I can't sue them, that they're anonymous and on a VPN after they were caught. People will take a claim with almost no evidence and run with it and ruin people's lives, hundreds of jobs, families, not even just when it's me. It may only be a trend in the Minecraft space right now, but it won't be that way for long. Okay, XQC. I know you're probably watching this.
Oh my
You
god,
address
is he
this.
what?
You have to say for yourself. It's irrefutable proof.
Dude.
Look, here it is on a second phone.
Is he talking about XQC? Really?
Prove to me you didn't send me this video.
Jesus Christ. What the frick? Bro, why did he? Oh my
Or
god.
you're a pervert. Forever. And everyone watching this will now know it. Or Pokimane. You've been getting some hate for your cookie prices recently. And I don't mean to expose you, but you did say this to me.
They say it's pretty good. Wait, time to get rich. Bro.
And I think that's disgusting. What do you have to say for yourself? What more proof do you need? I also have the cookies she sent me and a signed note from her. This is irrefutable evidence. You get the point.
Jesus Christ. I want to see the reactions to this kind of stuff.
Programs. What's stopping anyone from going and making a fresh account, faking evidence, and then accusing a person they hate of something vile? Be careful what you believe and ask questions. Believing real victims is important, but not believing fake victims is very important to real victims too. As for my conclusion on this video, I have a couple things to say. First of all, I just want to recognize that I'm probably in this position because of myself. The people that made these claims undoubtedly had unhealthy parasocial relationships with me, and that's why it's gotten to this point. I want to and will do anything I can to denounce this. My view on fans has shifted slowly over time, jumping massively when I face revealed and actually got to meet fans in person, which made things much more real and massively changed my perspective. I think it's incredibly unhealthy to be obsessive with someone, and I also
Really
think
is.
it's clear to anyone that's stepping back and looking at these situations that people obsessively hate me and are making up lies about me, which is also because of parasocialness. Parasocial love turned to parasocial hate. And I have no doubt that the anonymous people making these fake allegations were once big fans of mine. I grew up being a massive fan of football, and I had jerseys of my favorite players and was very passionate, so I've always related to stands in that way. But my passion never turned to obsession, and I never truly realized how serious it can get, even sometimes when people were literally telling me. I think that part of why I'm in the position that I'm in right now is because I started pulling away from my fans after my face reveal. Meeting fans in person made things much more real, and I wasn't so chronically online anymore because I actually had real life and things to do. I think that the fact that I'm a very relaxed person overall that has relaxed boundaries has encouraged that type of behavior too. So I'm just gonna re-clarify some of my boundaries. One, I don't support any sexually explicit art of me or my friends. It never bothered me personally that much because I don't really care about anything, but it is just weird, especially if you're a minor and drawing anything like that. That's gross. I don't support anything inappropriate for minors at all. Art, TikToks, comments, anything. It's gross. Two, serious shipping is bad. I think that prying into people's private relationships, being deeply
Yeah,
speculative,
shipping
or
real life
anything like
people
that
is freaking
terrible. I
weird.
don't mind jokes. I don't mind doing it for fun, but anything serious really crosses the line. Again, I've always found it funny being shipped with George because we're not dating and we're friends. But if you genuinely think that we are dating and it's part of your personality or you obsess over it, you need to get off the internet. That
Yeah,
is not healthy.
that's
I'm sure I'll make
weird.
more clarifications in the
That's
future,
weird.
but I just don't want anything weird. Don't obsess over me or my friends. I deleted a video called Stands on my second channel that I made a while ago that I don't necessarily view the same way now. That doesn't mean that I don't appreciate you as a fan, but again, just be normal. Be the passionate fan, not the stalker obsessive fan. I've already had people with access to all of my accounts for a long time, but I will be slightly changing how I use my accounts now. At the end of the day, I do just want to make Minecraft content and have fun with my friends. That's it. That's all. Because of that, I've been a bit of a detriment to myself by arguing on Twitter or getting into
That's
petty
good.
drama that I don't need to.
Accountability,
So because
yeah.
of that, I'm just not going to be using Twitter anymore. I'm going to have someone run my Twitter and post tweets promoting my content. I'll still tweet non-promotional stuff, just with it being positive only and going through multiple people. And I don't want anyone that's a fan of mine to take anything super negative away from this video or think about things in a really sad way. I want to be positive, and that's one of my favorite things about having a community at all, spreading positivity and love. So try and be positive. Say something nice today. Do something nice today. I don't want to keep letting this cloud loom over my head though, so I'm just going to move on. I don't plan on making any more statements, and I don't plan on talking about this anymore. This is it. I just want to focus on making the best content that I can. So that's what I'm going to do. I have tons of Minecraft content that I've been working on, and I'm super excited to put it out there. Pretty crazy. And I've been working on some stuff for over a year now. I don't want to throw the excitement away. And again, this was by far
I know
the
he's
biggest reason
promoting,
for my
bro.
inactivity. So Minecraft
Promoting,
going back full force,
dude.
stepping away from Twitter, and just focusing
Oh
on
my
putting out
God.
awesome Minecraft videos like I used to do. So yeah, I appreciate everyone that watched this video all the way through. I'm sure it was a roller coaster. There's
Yeah, that was definitely a freaking roller coaster. Oh my god. Sheesh. That was a long freaking. That was a long video. Oh man. Never slandered a man's ping pong record. He's friends with ex. We know they both hung out in real life. Power socialness. This is where all this stems from. I have this conversation with Jason. It's a major issue. It really is. I liked at the fact at the end he has taken accountability for like, because a lot of this has transpired because a lot of the actions that he's like really committed. You know, damn, he low-key ate these people up. Honestly, you know, he really did in a way. I'm finally, you know, it's like finally, like I'm glad he's actually been able to like talk about all of these like controversies and like slash drama that he's been. But I'm also glad like he's also like taking accountability for like all the stuff that he's also like done. Cause I feel like that's the one thing that I have a problem with him, like especially with Dream. He's always been so like, how do you say this? Like, he's really never taken things into account. Honestly, he's never really like took a step back and like had like second thoughts on like, oh, should he do this right now or should he do this? You know, he hasn't really taken like early action for a lot of the actions that he's committed, especially for a lot of things he's done. So I feel like I'm just glad he's finally like made a video and addressed a lot of these things, because this is really important. This was something that he should have really done really fast. Like I feel like this is something he should have really like done quicker, because it would have definitely saved him more face, because a lot of the things that he's done really, you know, and I like that he, you know, like everybody makes mistakes, yeah, but like, you know, this is something that I feel like he should have really done way better on. To me, Dream is all clear after this video. I do get what you mean, but he's just a person in the end. Honestly, yeah, he is. That's why like I like that he's saying like, oh, he's getting off Twitter and he's getting, you know, he's getting like a manager or like someone to manage his Twitter account to like post announcements and stuff. And I really do hope he actually gets an actual professional, because you know, the way he was like having like some people manage his like Twitter, like his like, what was it, his Twitter account that like his like art Twitter account and like his Snapchat Twitter account, like, you know, his Snapchat accounts and all that stuff. Like I feel like he definitely should have gotten way better people to manage those things, because that definitely could have saved him more face. If I were in his shoes, I would be so spiteful and feel so much hatred of people making up these ridiculous stories about him. But he does not come across as that. I find that kind of admirable in a way. Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, that's the thing. He doesn't really like have this hatred towards people. He doesn't really like hate these kind of people, as he's like talked about like throughout this whole like segment. He's like been at like kind of a middle point of view. Yeah, I agree, but I don't think taking accountability is gonna stop someone from harassing your 40-year-old grandma. Yeah, those are the things that I feel like are just like inevitable at this point. Because it is true that there are some like really, really bad people out there. And it's like, I feel like even with the controversies and like drama that he's been in, I feel like that is something that he definitely doesn't deserve. Like no one I feel like, you shouldn't really like spread the fire or like anything to like his family members and like actual like innocent people that associate with him. Like it's wrong for like, it really is like wrong. Like that's straight up evil for like someone to like harass your grandma, harass your family, your little sister. Like that's honestly fucked up. And that's why like I do side with Dream in that kind of matter. That yes, like he's done certain things and stuff like that, but I don't think he really does deserve him getting like shat on. Sorry for cursing, but getting shat on and then getting like swatted and all that stuff. Verbatim to what Dream said, these parasocial individuals just need to get off the internet. Harassing someone in their family just because it's insane. Dream is a human, he's not perfect. We can't judge him as a role model. Content creators aren't meant to analyze that way either. Yeah, I was not about to be a Dream fan, no matter how many hunters he took on his manhunts, but after this video, he just became inspiration. I'm his fan now. It's a miracle Dream doesn't use his law team to find these people and press charges. And honestly, he has every valid reason to. He handled this like a god, honestly. Yeah, he handled this pretty well. I'd say especially the allegations. He's really like broken them down and like really talked about them thoroughly. I mostly appreciate him talking about the allegations. Like everything else I really don't mind, Like I don't because I feel like the allegations were really like the things that's been like really like latching on to him, and that's something like that really needed to clear up. But I honestly like appreciate like the work he's put in. Honestly, that's really something that really good. Honestly, I don't know. I'm kind of tripping over my words. Sorry. But yeah, this is a solid video. Honestly, this is a solid freaking watch. This is honestly probably like a really good response video. Yeah. Definitely. Probably like one of the best response videos. Especially. I just really hope like no more stuff like gets brought up anymore. People are so brain rot nowadays that they don't care about what someone says. They just want to be right because just regardless of Dream's last mistake, this was one of his the controversial video essays. Honestly. And I'm glad like he said, he's doing way better now. Like his whole mentality about like his whole situation like 3 years ago about like him talking about like like the stand culture and everything like that and like approving of it. I'm glad like him as a person, he's finally been able to like develop naturally, like think about like what's actually really harming his like community and what started like harming like himself as a person, especially like like throughout the whole like thing he has like taken accountability of like his faults and mistakes and how he could have done but way like he could approach like certain things way better, honestly. Like the only thing that I really have for him is like that I just wish he really did just like tackle certain things, especially everything like way better. Because if he did really tackle things better, then like I feel like people wouldn't be so like I guess like so like grim and like evil towards him, like especially with especially with him like with like all the people like making all these like memes about him and like talking like a bunch of crap about him and all that stuff. I feel like that would have easily been like dimmed down, especially if had he like done better in like in like doing things. Because to me like but I guess you could say he's learned his lesson. He's learned his lesson in a way. like I get like him saying that like, oh, he's living his life, that's why he wasn't like chronically online, and like some of the times he wouldn't be able to respond in time. But you know, I feel like he definitely should have been able to respond way quicker and like way better. Damn, this is like a long freaking video. That's crazy to me. Man. How long have I been streaming for? Like 2 hours. Okay, that's crazy. Anyways, I'm gonna end the stream right now. I like to say that Dream is in the clear, especially with everything he's talked about. Like the only like I guess criticism I have for him is that, you know, he should have definitely done things way better, like way better. He should have definitely listened to his PR team and actually like listened and actually like, you know, took like criticism and accountability for like the things he's done. He should have definitely like looked at it with like a second thought and like, I guess you could say, went back and forth with himself like, oh, should I do this or should I do that, you know? I feel like he definitely should have like done that with himself. But I guess, you know, the damage has already been done, so it's like, you know, the only thing he can do is just like continue with like a better mindset. He's a cringe lord too. Yeah. Yeah, that's something he has definitely admitted. He is a cringe lord. I ain't gonna lie. Especially that freaking like TikTok kissing video. Freaking hell. Like, I don't know why he put that video again. That shit was mad cringe. I'm sorry, but yeah, he is. That is true. He's pretty cringy. I especially find him saying that he didn't use legal action, like putting the people that made all the allegations and stuff in prison. He could do it for slander, like the police lady said. Yeah, he could definitely do that. But I guess you could say, I feel like in a way, like if he tried to do that, people would still see him in like a negative light, even though he has every like valid, you know, he has every valid reason to like sue and like get people and like stuff like that. But it's like, you know, he's choosing not to. And I understand it. I understand it. He's not really like trying to like, I guess, like continue more of this, like of this kind of thing. Alright, chat. I'm gonna end stream, chat. It's been a while. It's been a long time. It's been like a good while just like watching this, and I'm glad like everybody else watched this with me. I guess, I don't know. I'm very happy to, I'm very like open to like a lot of opinions and a lot of like stuff that people wanted to voice their opinions on. People are already putting things on the content. Some people are already making things, so I can't believe this is a thing. Honestly, I really can't believe this is a thing either. But I'm just glad he addressed all of this, honestly. It was about time. Good night, chat. Hope y'all enjoying the stream. Yeah. Have a good night, everyone. I'll see y'all later. I make, you know, I just want to plug myself one last time, you know. I make Minecraft content, you know. I make pretty good Minecraft content. So if you want to subscribe, you know, consider subscribing. I should be live like tomorrow or something. You know, if anybody wants to subscribe and like want to tune in, you know. I mean, it sounds unprofessional of me to plug myself at the end of the stream, but you know what, it's fine. But I hope anybody, you know, I hope you guys had a good day, good night, and I'll see y'all later.